Wait, crap. Okay, guys. Ooh. So, predictions. Stuff is gonna happen. I don't know. Check out all these apps. This is my favorite app. Skype. I love Skype. Everyone uses Skype. WWDC. WWDC. I don't know. Let's see. Wait, what? Oh crap, I can't have that open. What the heck is this app? There's our friend Pokemon Go. Didn't think I'd see him soon. Yeah. There's some good old brain training, whatever. Well, Sonic is my favorite restaurant, guys. You can quote me on that. I'm gonna turn the sound off so I don't get, like, I don't know, whatever for the music. Yeah, so then there's a pool. Everybody loves a pool. Crap. Whatever this app is, I love it. Hey, there's our friend Discord. Everybody loves Discord. That's an actually good app compared to every single other app here besides the Sonic app. The Sonic app is great. There's Akinator. I remember when everyone played this little guy. Remember when anyone played this guy too? Remember when everyone played Pokemon Go? Man, that's fun. Remember when everybody played Elmo's ABC's Light? Sonic, I love you. Box. I love Box. Just kidding, I don't use it. Oh, this game is so hard. Let's see. Papa John's. You can get better pizza for less. I'll just admit that right there. Hot dogs or legs? That's a really good question. Personally, I say legs. Legs, I love legs, personally. I mean chicken legs, of course, but... Slide dot... Yeah, man. I don't care that my iCloud settings are out of date. Let's see. This is a good app. At least it's a good app icon, but it's a good app, man. Excuse me. Ooh, what's this? What's this? What's... Yeah. There's our friend. There's our friend Patreon that every YouTuber has nowadays. Oh look, it's got old blue jeans. Everyone wears some blue jeans every once in a while. This seems like a magnet app. It seems like something. Let's see. There's an ad. This is just a squid ad. Octopus ad, maybe. Yeah, I think kind of looks like an octopus, but I don't see 4 arms on this side, so thinking it's a squid. Let's see. D. Everybody loves D. Oh, it's a barcode, QR code scanning app. I love those. This is a raindrop app where it makes raindrops appear out of nowhere. Just one per day. I hate that app. Let's see. Ooh, I love DirecTV now, personally. It's a great app. Great app, man. Lyft. Poor man's Uber. feel like most people have had this app. What time is it? Let's see. 10:52. Okay, starting eventually. Still playing the same song?
I was switching up the lanes, stepping out the flame I'm in.
Heck yeah. That's all you get. Let's see. Duolingo, I keep forgetting to use that app. Yahoo Japan. Wow, that's nice. Episode. They can't touch Telltale Games in the slightest. Telltale Games isn't even that good. Science Go, ooh, they got the Mythbusters. Even though there's some new guys, which are kinda okay. Oh yeah. Foot. There's a foot. Weird foot. You're missing something. Holy crap, there's something behind that foot that wasn't there before. That definitely wasn't there before. I like this one. This is a nice one because it's just a white circle that does stuff. Man. Look, more D. Everybody loves D. Xbox. The Xbox app does stuff. I don't know. Hey look, that's the PlayStation app. One of the PlayStation apps. Nice. This is someone cutting a zombie arm. This is an O. Everybody loves O. WF, that stands for what the fire hydrant. People used to use Gab. Use Slack. Slack is nice. A boring version of Discord. Nobody uses YouTube TV. Should I use webcam? Probably not. Hey, check it out. It's that game that I keep getting stupid ads for. And the triangle. I love triangle. Hey, look, it's DirecTV Now again, except this time it's white. Because that's the beta version, which is better. You can, like, do better stuff on there, man. Oh, look at this fat guy. Ooh, Firefox. I feel like that's a pretty good app design. And I love 1Password, man. That's where I keep all my passwords. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I don't know. Cinemark has some okay theaters. Hey, look, it's Florida. Weird crap happens down there. And lots of stuff with gators. There's, there's, friggin' Starbucks. Hey, look, we're we've seen this one already. That's nice. We're getting repeats. Nice little repeats. Lightroom, really poor man's Photoshop. Pretty much. Look at this. This is some good person design. Like a little code that turns into a smiley face. That's nice. I like that. Ooh, little pencil. Little pen. Pen actually, not pencil. It's just drawing a line. That's real neat. And what the heck is this? That's kind of disturbing. Basketball. Of course. Troy Bolton. Little friend you haven't added on Instagram or group you haven't added on Reddit. Let's see. Look, it's a free version of a Toka app. Nice. And this is a great app. Nobody knows what it's used for. Well, that they're just showing all these apps, but like lots of them you don't even know what they are, but you kind of want them, but you can't get them because you can't search by icon. I'm pretty sure Apple won't have a list of apps shown in the waiting screen.
Giants won again last night.
Yeah, I know. They beat the Phillies all 3 games. Awesome.
They're 29-30 now.
Infinity.
Arizona is at the top right now, and they're 31 and
Infinity.
27, I think.
Infinity lasts for eternity. Look, a barcode scan, but then there's 2 little diamonds / sideways squares. Oh, there's everybody's favorite, yeah, Instagram. Oh, Musician, that's an app. MailChimp, nobody's ever used it. And what the heck is this? Nobody can do that with their body. Nobody. Oh. Nice weather update. Night Zen brush. Nice dino. Oh, a little camera. I don't know what else you can do besides a camera with it. Oh, that app doesn't work on my phone. Crap, someone took a bite out of a eggshell with no egg in it. Or somebody took out a bite of a raw egg, but then the raw egg came out, and then they washed it, and ooh, well, it compares these three. Oof. Terrible book. Really, just that doesn't make sense. Just windy like that one character in Infinity War. Everybody loves Kroger, and this is a kind of cool app because you can just like draw on it. You can just be like 1 + 2, and they get it. They get it, and they do the 1 + 2. Man, what time is it? 10:59. It should be starting soon. Heck yeah! This is jamming. Kids. Friggin' kids, man. And eBay, Kelly in a Sagan. Dog, little domino dog, that's what you call them. Domino dogs. Rent.com, where you rent motorcycles, actually. Nothing but motorcycles on there. Oh look, it's that game. I don't exactly remember which game it is, but I remember I had it on my phone at one point. Wait. It stopped. It's not moving anymore. Oh wait. Oh wait. Wait. Guys. No more app scrolling. San Jose Convention Center, San Jose. Man, San Jose is a pretty great place, you know, because they got San Jose there. Oh my gosh, it's happening, guys. Let me turn it up. Yeah.
Northern California's Bay Area.
That's my favorite Bay Area.
Here is the stage for a truly remarkable natural occurrence.
Oh my gosh, what is it?
Every year,
traffic?
a great migration is made by one of the world's most mysterious species.
Humans!
To reach this utopian destination, these unique
they're talking
mammals
about
will
WWDC.
instinctively embark on a nomadic journey from all corners of the world.
They got some British sounding guy.
Is the developer's Tricerapsus.
And they
or as
made
it is
some
more commonly
stupid
known,
name for it. Come on, guys.
the developer.
And developers are not.
11.5 months of hibernation has taken its toll. And the sun
think
is
they've been
harsh as
hibernating?
these
They've been
nocturnal cave-dwelling creatures must greet daylight. For most, this momentous migration is their first, while for a select few, the pilgrimage is a time-honored tradition.
Heck yeah, those guys are rich.
Originating
guys,
in the remote
rich.
garages of Silicon Valley, developers evolved at an unprecedented speed. To understand
Yeah.
how, we must observe them here, in their sacred temple.
This is their sacred temple, not the Apple campus?
And
Like,
so, it
and not where they do
begins.
their programming? This doesn't make sense, guys.
As developers congregate at the event, access to the herd can be hard to come by. For some, blending in is easier said than done.
Alright, am I supposed to be laughing?
To distinguish
programming,
themselves,
and
developers
I'm not
identify
laughing.
each other through decorative tribal symbols. These extraordinary plumages are designed to entice and attract.
Now that's what a developer
Here,
looks
a
like.
pack of rogue younglings at play. The safety of numbers allows them to... Oh, wait a moment. They have now entrapped an indigenous silver-crested king developer. Although tempting, one may look at, but not touch,
is that guy?
the main.
Tim Cook. No.
The
that's not
feeding
Tim Cook.
frenzy
That's
at the
cool
great
guy with
gather.
gray hair.
Moving in like a pack of famished
That's Tim Cook.
piranhas, this frugal breed will spare no morsel. Those who can pull rank
That's the kind of
on
food they
prime
give you?
cuts.
I expected like donuts and cupcakes.
The event
but-
culminates in what is known as the
Healthy stuff.
Keynote. As the doors open, a behavioral anomaly can be found. Developers
Whatever.
running at full
Hey,
speed,
look, it's that guy again.
battling to secure a coveted front row seat. Following
am I
the
doing without
ceremony,
subtitles,
the
man?
latest beta software is unleashed.
Oh, do I
Its
not
nature at its cruelest. Only the strongest apps will
Whatever,
survive.
man.
The many
Doing
languages of
Craig
the
and Eddie.
developer
I
are a
like 3 of those
mystery to
guys.
modern science. Just look at these letters, symbols, formulas, and mumbled jargon. Only these enlightened
Come on,
shamans
man.
can decode
Engineer,
their
you're
true
not an
meaning.
engineer. You're just some nerd.
The creative bonds formed
Who
during
is
the
that
Great
guy with
Migration
this gradient?
will enable these geniuses to unlock our future world. The developer is, no doubt, a species scientist will continue
What
to
emotion
study
am I supposed to feel with
for
this guy?
millennia.
Tell me. Tell me in the comments below. Yay. Hey Tim Cook, are we gonna talk about the inspiration stuff and get some numbers going? Crap, I'm gonna refresh. Not like this import the search part matters.
Good morning!
Morning. How
Good
did I not?
morning!
That
I
guy
hear the
was
student developers. Good morning and welcome to WWDC 2018. It
What
is
a great
great to
year.
be back in San Jose with everyone. We have developers here from all over the world this morning, from
Everywhere, man.
77 countries. That's more than ever before.
Pretty sure it was only 6 countries, but whatever.
And I couldn't be happier to announce that we now have over 20
No iPhone.
million
Just
Apple
kidding.
developers around the world. That's more than ever before. We've got
Why do you keep saying
6,000
that,
folks
man?
in the hall this morning. Welcome. And many millions
It
more
must suck to be
watching
them.
online. Now, the way that the developers get to share their amazing work is through the App Store.
Here he goes
The
rambling
very
again.
best apps. Next month, the App Store turns 10.
Oh, it's a decade. It's like as old as I am, man.
And in these 10 years, the App Store has fundamentally changed the way we all live. It's enabled countless new
Hey, look, it's
companies,
those guys that we
created
talked
tens
about.
of millions of jobs, spawned
Good old
entirely new
Patreon,
industries, and it
Oxygen,
has forever
Telemundo,
changed our lives.
Broken TV,
The App Store
Logo,
is the
Lego
world's
guys, app.
largest app marketplace. And we now welcome over 500 million weekly visitors. This is
What if they don't know
mind-blowing.
him?
It's the most incredible app marketplace that the world has ever seen. We're also happy to
Are
announce
you?
that this week
Are you happy?
we're going to achieve another huge milestone. The money that developers have earned through the App
Oh,
Store
is it like $1 billion?
will top $100 billion.
100 times what I said.
This is beyond remarkable. The App Store is clearly the best place
Hey,
for
order of
you
developers.
to be rewarded for your hard
Just all of
work
them.
and creativity.
First
Now,
come,
at
first
Apple, we know that
Check
developers
out
are a
our-
powerful group of creators,
serve. Yeah.
that they can achieve and they
Yeah.
can develop anything that they can imagine with their code. We want more people to learn the power of code. And it all starts with Swift and Swift Playgrounds. We created Swift to
Yeah,
make
are you
it
adding Swift
easy,
Playgrounds to the
to
iPhone?
make it so
Making
easy
it
to
so it's
learn
not
to
only the
code
iPad?
that it was as easy as our products are to use. Swift is extremely popular. In fact,
Is
it's
it?
the fastest growing programming language out there.
I would learn
Now,
it, but
Apple developers are already using it in huge
Kinda hard.
numbers. In fact, over
Kind of not hard at the
350,000
same time, I don't know.
apps have been written in Swift on the App Store.
just 50,000 out of the 100 billion.
We
billion.
believe that coding is an essential skill and believe it should be offered by
It should
every
be.
school in the world.
It should be.
Now, learning to
It should be a
code
required
has so many
class.
benefits. It
You have to take
develops
up one-
problem
at least
solving,
one coding
critical
class.
thinking skills. That's why we created Everyone Can Code, with free teaching and learning resources so that everyone could learn to code.
Man,
It's
dang
been
right,
so
dude.
successful and is now available to tens of millions of students around the world. Just imagine what this new generation of coders will create. Whatever it is, I'm sure that it's going to change
Heck
the
yeah.
world. At Apple,
It'll change
changing
my
the
world.
world and making it a better place is what it's all about for us. We aim to put the customer at the center of everything that we do.
You better.
That's why,
I'm the
together with
customer and I'm
you, the
important.
developer community, we're working hard to provide new and better experiences for our customers
Gosh.
to help them live a better day.
You better.
And these experiences, of course, are expressed through our 4 amazing platforms. Today
I
is
have
all about
3 of those.
software, and we've got some very exciting
Guess which ones
updates
they are.
across all 4 platforms. We're going to get started with iOS. iOS embodies our philosophy of putting
Yeah.
the customer at the center of everything that
I
we
forget how long
design.
it takes them to get
Every
through that.
year, we deliver a major iOS update that brings
Major.
awesome new
Totally major
features
every year.
that
iOS
will
8
impact the
major.
world. To tell you
iOS
all
6
about what we had
major.
planned for this year, I'd like to introduce Craig Federighi. Craig.
Yeah, I love myself from Craig. And
Hey, good morning.
someone that's actually good.
All right. Well, our next big release of iOS is, you guessed it, iOS 12.
Yeah.
Now,
Wait, are they skipping all that crap?
our customers, of course, are going to receive iOS 12 as a free software update.
Yes.
Now, it's easy to forget now, but iOS pioneered this approach of helping you get more out of the device you already own through free updates. And some
And
of those
slowing
updates have been
down
really
your
quite
battery.
profound. Like the App Store, giving us a whole new way to discover
Man, I love
and
that App Store
download apps.
design better
It
than
itself was
the
delivered
current
via
one.
software update, as were the folders we use to organize those apps. And can you imagine living without Find My iPhone or iMessage with its end-to-end
Heck
securely
yeah.
encrypted messaging? Or the revolution in iPad productivity with slide over, split view, and drag and drop.
Yeah,
Or
I don't have
AR,
an iPad.
changing the way we interact with the world around us. all delivered via software updates. And of course, we want to get these improvements to as many of our customers as possible. iOS 11 supports devices that were introduced as far back as 2013, like the iPhone 5S. And we just love the way customers race to update to our newest releases. In fact, half of our customers upgraded to iOS 11 in just 7 weeks. It's incredible.
And how many, what Androids are you going to
Now, as we stand here today, 81% of our over 1 billion active iOS devices are running our latest release. And now, when you look at the competition, well, it's hard to say they really have a software update model.
Dang right, screw you, Android.
iOS has the fastest adoption of any operating system. But what's much more important to us is customer satisfaction. And we're thrilled to report that customer sat for iOS 11 is at 95%.
Dang right, that's a nice even number.
Now, delivering all of these features across such a wide range of devices while maintaining high performance is a challenge we take really seriously. So for iOS 12, we are doubling down on performance.
Oh, is this going to be a big performance update? I don't give a crap about performance.
We're working top to bottom, making improvements to make your device faster and more responsive. And because we want these changes to be available to the full range of our customers, iOS 12 will be available on all the same devices as iOS 11.
Heck yeah.
This is the largest base ever supported by an Apple release. And we're focusing our efforts especially on the oldest devices. And while it's still early days, we're really pleased with some of the results we're seeing. And so I'd like to share some with you. And I'm going to use an example of a popular phone from a few years ago. This is the iPhone 6 Plus. Now on that device, iOS 12 delivers a number of improvements across common operations. You'll see that apps launch up to 40% faster. The keyboard can come up to 50% faster. And you can slide to take a photo at up to 70% faster.
Heck yeah, that means they'll take a full second for each of those things.
Now, our deepest focus this year is optimizing the system when it's under load. And that's where you need performance the most and where iOS 12 really shines. Now, we've put iOS 12 through our stress test, and we saw in those conditions, share sheet coming up twice as fast and apps launching twice as fast. These are big improvements. Now, this took changes, thank you very much. This took improvements in many, many places in the system, and I want to highlight just one, and it starts with the silicon.
That's all you got.
Our tight collaboration with our chip team has enabled us to optimize iOS across the full range of our A-series silicon. Now, CPUs traditionally respond to increased demand for performance by slowly ramping up their clock speed. Well, now in iOS 12, we're much smarter. When we detect that you need a burst of performance, like when you begin scrolling or launching an app, we ramp up processor performance instantly to its highest states, delivering high performance, and then ramp it down just as fast to preserve battery life. Now, these are just some of the improvements that are coming to not just our older devices, but the full range of devices. And that's a quick update on performance. Now, if this is all we've done in iOS 12, I think it would be a great release. But we've done more, much more. We have a lot to cover today, and it starts with augmented reality.
Guess what my iPhone can't do?
AR is transformational technology. By bringing experiences into the real world, it enables all kinds of new experiences, changing the way we have fun and the way we work. And in iOS 12, we've wanted to make an easy way to experience AR across the system. And to do that, we got together with some of the greatest minds in 3D at Pixar. And together, we created a new file format for AR. It's called USDZ. And it's a compact single file format that's optimized for sharing, while retaining great 3D graphics and even animations.
Pixar
Now,
helped make this
you can
powerful
use
map.
USDZ
That's
across the
amazing.
system, from the Files app to Safari, to even sharing them over messages and mail. And what's great is you can
Heck
place
yeah.
these 3D objects into the real world. It's
So
something
it's
that's
like
like
a 3D
AR
model.
quick look. It's really awesome.
That is
Now,
amazing.
we want all kinds of creatives to be able
I'm
to create
down. I'm
content
gonna
for
make
AR.
3D,
And so we're working with the leading companies for 3D
statues
tools
of,
and 3D
Harrison
libraries
Ford
to
and
bring their
Stephen-
support for USDZ. Now, one company
Stephen
that's been
King.
all in on USDZ and ARKit is Adobe. And to tell you about what
Yeah,
they're up
Adobe,
to,
man.
I'd like to invite Abe Parasnis, their CTO, to the stage.
Adobe
Abe.
Parasnis. Adobe Parasnis.
Thanks, Craig. It's great to be here this morning. So at
Hey, man.
Adobe, we believe augmented reality is an incredibly important
man.
technology.
He
And with ARKit, Apple is by far the most
Tell me
powerful
about this,
platform
man.
for AR. So earlier, Craig talked about USDZ format.
heck
It's
yeah.
actually a pretty big deal.
It's
There
a
is now
huge
a
deal.
way to deliver
I get
AR
this.
experiences across the entire iOS experience.
And they'll
And
move
so
this to
today,
Mac someday, maybe.
we are actually announcing that we are going to bring native USDZ support to Adobe's Creative Cloud.
Yes. Shoot, baby.
With Creative Cloud, designers and developers will now be able to use familiar apps that they know and love, like
I'm tired,
Photoshop or
guys.
Dimension, to create amazing AR content and
Wait, so
bring
I
it
can just use
easily
Photoshop
via
to just
USDZ.
create some freaking AR stuff?
And of course,
So I can
we're not going to
really
stop
make
there.
some,
We are going to bring the power of immersive
freaking
design to
Michael J.
Creative Cloud
Fox models.
with a new set of services and applications, including a brand new iOS application
What?
that's going to let all of you design amazing AR experiences quickly.
My iOS?
So you will be able to bring in images, videos,
Okay, they're freaking
text,
out, man.
any object from Creative Cloud directly into a native AR environment. In
You guys
fact,
are
for the first
great.
time with Creative Cloud and iOS, you will have a what you see is what you get editing in AR. It's pretty cool.
In AR, editing in AR? So like,
So
man, this will use
come
up
join
so
us
much
this
battery.
afternoon, State of the Union, where we're going to give you a sneak peek of some of these new immersive design tools for the first time. Thanks. Back to you, Craig.
Yes.
Thank you, Abe.
Love you, Craig. Love you, Adobe.
Now, a critical part of enabling
Mr. Adobe.
AR is accurate measurement. And fortunately, the precise calibration of sensors in iOS devices and our tight hardware-software integration mean that we
It's
do this
not working.
really well. And we wanted to enable
Oh.
everyone to take advantage of this capability. So we're introducing a new app, and it's called Measure. It makes it really easy to measure objects,
Heck yeah.
detect rectangles,
We
get
in
their
the
dimensions,
future, bro.
measure lines along surfaces. And I'd like to show it to you now.
Yes, what are you gonna measure?
Now, in
can
looking
measure
for something to
anything, guys.
measure, I ended up digging through the attic and came upon my old suitcase from my traveling days in college.
Heck
a lot
yeah, we're
of,
gonna
lot
get,
of memories in
we're gonna
here.
see some drugs,
Now, I'm actually
guys.
in the Measure app. You see, I can
How big
easily
is
measure
how big is your marijuana?
along this
man?
suitcase by just tapping and dragging out a line like that.
That is so
And check that out.
cool, guys.
It's a measurement. Now, what's really cool is I can extend these measurements. So I can just tap,
Oh,
drag along another edge just like that, and even take it into full 3D.
yeah?
Drag it
I will.
to the bottom like that. Isn't that cool?
This is so cool, man.
Now, I mentioned that we could automatically detect rectangles and show you dimensions of objects. So I have
Can
a
you
photo
detect
here,
the
actually.
shadow
It's
of
one my
the
mom
phone?
always wanted me to travel with of me as a baby. And so, you see, what I can do
Dang
with
right.
Measure is it automatically detects the dimensions of that
yeah.
photo. I can just tap
I love this.
and get, oh yeah, cute little baby, wasn't I? And you can get measurements just like that. It's
You
really
little baby,
fantastic.
yeah, you are. You're the cutest baby, man.
Now,
Yes, and
I'd
I
like
did
to turn
say
now
baby,
to
man.
USDZ and its support throughout the system. You know, you can experience USDC in so many places, and one of those places is news. Now, here's an article, and we're all accustomed to seeing images in news articles. But check this out. Here you see a USDZ asset, and I can just tap on this little 3D control and jump right in and experience it. You can see the amazing animations that are possible. And of course, it's fully interactive. So I can zoom in.
That means you don't have to camera AR.
Isn't that amazing?
This is an awesome file format.
Now, USDC is also great in the web. So here I am at the Fender website, and they actually let you configure your guitar with the kind of finish and pick guard that you want.
Can't wait.
So I can select a configuration option here, and then I can see the guitar I've configured. So I'm just going to tap in. Of course, I can see the guitar here, but wouldn't it be cool if I could see it in the real world, in its real size?
That's an actual.
Well, there it is.
Heck
Check that out.
That is like an actual real-life use for it.
I think I'm going to capture that for posterity. And that's a quick look at USDZ and Measure in iOS 12. Next, thank you.
Heck yeah, man.
Next, I'd like to talk
I'm not tired.
about
I'm excited.
the technology behind these augmented reality experiences.
They haven't even gotten to
ARKit.
notification crap yet.
ARKit opens up the world of AR to hundreds of millions of users, making it the world's largest AR platform by far. And we're on a relentless pace of advancement with AR, and that continues today with ARKit 2. ARKit 2 delivers advances with improved face tracking, more realistic rendering, and support for 3D object detection and persistence, which enables launching into AR experiences associated with a particular object or a physical space, like starting a game built around a physical toy, or having a physical classroom serve as the foundation for a lesson that's authored in AR. But probably best is the support for shared experiences. Now this delivers true multi-user augmented reality. You and the people around you will be able to see your own perspective on a common virtual environment. And to help all you developers get started, we created this sample app written in Swift that you'll all be getting today. Now, check out how both players and even a third observer can all experience the same environment in real time. It's really fun.
Man, this is great. I thought I'd be making fun of them.
Now, we've also brought in a select few developers into our labs over the last couple weeks to work with ARKit. And they haven't leaked a thing. Now, one of them is Lego. And what they've done is so fun. You just need to see it. So I'm pleased to invite Martin Sanders, Director of Innovation of Lego, to the stage to give you a live demonstration. Martin.
Welcome, Colonel Sanders, Mr. Lego.
Creating and playing with physical Lego sets brings great joy to millions of children and Lego fans all over the world.
You look like someone who's never really
with ARKit 2, we get to expand those creative possibilities like never before,
not in the good way.
Take things beyond the physical. What we try to do is combine physical and digital together to really open up those creative play possibilities.
Oh crap, we're doing
it.
Our
Lego sets are really the start point for all of those children's imaginations. And when we get a chance to really embed ARKit 2, it takes it to the next level. Let me show you what I mean.
Holy crap, where did his
Here we have Assembly Square. It's one of our Lego creator sets. And already it has so many great details, it's awesome to play with. But wouldn't it be great if we could take things even further? Well now, with 3D object detection, we get to recognize our models and bring them to life.
Heck yeah. Don't get
and just look at all of those rich details we can now bring into our sets.
Yeah.
Because when we combine physical and digital together like this, it really opens up those creative play possibilities.
Heck yeah.
And there's so much to do here. If you see these icons above people and objects, well, they represent missions and stories that we can explore. And with a world as rich and as immersive as this, who wouldn't want to play? So let's add a character. How about this little guy here?
Of course not choosing the Joker or Batman.
Let's go on an adventure.
Awesome, let's go on an adventure. But going on an adventure with friends is often way more fun.
I just don't know
Anders,
about, man.
why don't you jump on in here?
I'm always up for an adventure.
Oh heck yeah, multiplayer.
Perfect.
Awesome Lego.
Because now,
split screen
with our Kit 2's multi-user support, we get to play with up to 4 friends in the same space. Let's go ahead and add a few things from our collection, Anders.
Okay, I will add a bank over here.
Very nice, I like it.
Did they have to actually build the bank to get that? Because
This for a spin.
Man.
Oh, that's cool.
Heck yeah.
Because just look at all those rich details you can see on the outside of the building, and even
I also love
on
poor
the
details.
inside. Yeah, I think I'm going to add this guy. He's definitely going to keep the bank safe.
That man.
Oh look, my character's hungry. Let's take him over to the bakery. Well, let's see what they have. Because now with AR Kit 2, we get to see inside our physical creations and check out all the details that were hidden before. Got a ballerina, a little music session going on, and looks like a bathroom or something. Oops, sorry. Moving on. Oh, another play trigger in the bakery. Let's see what happens when I click on this.
I love pretzels.
That doesn't look too good. Annas, got a situation. I'm going to need your help over here.
Okay.
Does it destroy the actual Lego set? No.
You put out those flames while... Oh dear. Somebody's got themselves trapped on the roof. So I'm going to use this helicopter
just looking at the real. I'm
to
just
go
looking
and
here.
pick up these clowns.
Hell, little clowns for some reason.
Are you getting on down there, Annas?
Almost done.
Great, those guys are safe.
This is gonna cost
and the
so
flames
much
look
money.
like they're almost out.
Perfect.
We did it.
Man.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to build any of this stuff.
Good job, Annas.
Respect it.
And we even unlocked a new item for our collection. But the fun doesn't need to end there. Because with AR Kit 2, we get to save our entire world back into our physical set.
Heck yeah.
Where we left off.
Heck yeah, this is like Amiibos but better, like I said before.
But what makes this truly amazing
Man, I love this guy.
is that with just a
This guy's
single
great.
Lego creation, an AR Kit 2, it really opens up those creative play possibilities. So look out
Imagine
for more
what, like,
Lego
Minecraft
AR
is
experiences
gonna do.
in the App Store later this
Nothing,
year. Thank you very much,
probably.
everybody.
I love you,
Isn't
Lego.
that great? So that's our update on AR in iOS 12. Next, I'd like to turn to photos.
I love photos. Wait, they
over
have
a
voice
trillion
memos?
photos are captured on
They're updating
iPhone
friggin'
each
voice
year.
memos, man?
And photos is the best way to relive
What?
and share those moments. This year, we're making photos even better, and it starts with search. Search has powerful object and scene recognition. Lets you search for photos based on things like searching for cars, dogs, flowers, and it's a great way to explore your library. But in iOS 12, search now starts working for you, even before you start typing with search suggestions. It'll highlight things for you like key moments and people that are important to you. Places where you've taken some great photos, and even categories of photos like hiking and water sports. And search is much more powerful than ever. You can search for places by business name. So you could search for SF MoMA or even a broad category like museum.
That sounds like a really nice
Photos
place.
indexes over 4 million events by time and place. Things like sporting events and concerts. So you can search for them and find photos you took at those events. And search is super powerful.
I
You
want
can
to
now
look at their
search for
website
mobile
real
search
quick.
terms like surfing and vacation, and even get suggestions for additional search terms to help you find exactly what you're looking for.
SF MoMA.
And now in iOS 12, we have
Man,
an
this is a
all-new
really
tab.
nice design. What
It's
the
called
else
For You.
I want to check out
And with
the
For You,
Can I
you
check
have
out the
all of your
Mo
memories,
SF
those great
MoMA?
memory
Oh,
movies,
so there's
but
nothing there,
more,
man. Let's
like
search.
featured
Do you
photos
have any,
highlighting a photo that you took
art?
on this day in past years. And
Oh, heck
effect
yeah,
suggestions, for instance, suggesting
Man, this guy's
looping
so
a live
sexy,
photo,
man.
or applying a new
I love this
portrait
guy,
effect to
man.
one of your portrait photos.
This is
And
great.
we even highlight your shared album activity. Now, when it comes to sharing, there
I'm
are
saying
many
this as
ways
my
you can share
freaking
photos,
Twitter
but our
background,
focus
like
is
Twitter
on sharing
avatar.
great photos with the people you care about most. And that's why this year in For You, we've added sharing suggestions.
Wait, this
So
is going
imagine
on,
you've
right?
gone out for a
Williamsburg,
great dinner with
nah.
some friends and you took some photos.
I have some,
afterwards, and For You, you'll see a suggestion like this to share those photos. If you tap in, you'll see that Photos is even recommending a set of photos
right here,
from
baby.
that set that you might want to share, and suggests who you might want to share them with, based in part by the people that appeared in the photos. When you share them, they're shared at full resolution out of your iCloud photo library. And
I love Tom
when your friend
Finley,
receives them, something really magical happens. Their phone searches their libraries for other photos they took at that event and suggests that they share them back to you, so you both can end up with the full set.
Crap, what was that art for?
Now this is built around
this is
iMessage,
Untitled.
so of course it's private using end-to-end encryption, and all of those
What's
smarts
up with
are
Tom
done
of
with
Finland, man? He's
on-device
just drawing all
machine
those
learning.
sexy dudes.
So that's your quick update on Photos in
Red
iOS
Maryland.
12. And next,
crap.
let's turn to Siri. Now, Siri is
Didn't
by
know this was
far
a
the
porn
world's
website.
most used digital assistant, with over 10
let's go back to
billion
Siri.
requests processed per month. And because Siri works across all
Play
your
American
devices,
Gods.
it's always there to help you through your day getting things done. Now, we all know that Siri works with many third-party apps for things like messaging, ride-sharing, and payments. But we wanted to make Siri able to do much more for you. And we're doing that by taking advantage of the power of apps with a new feature we call shortcuts.
I love
now,
shortcuts.
With shortcuts, any app can expose quick actions to Siri. Let's look at some examples. Now, say you have the Tile app because you're always losing your keys. Well, the Tile app can expose the option to add a shortcut to Siri. You can assign your
like
own
that stuff,
phrase,
man.
such as, I lost my keys,
I'm
be a good choice. And when you then say it, Siri will automatically activate Tile and show you right in the Siri UI, start ringing your Tile just like that.
Where
it's
is
really
it?
great.
Heck yeah, that is awesome. And how awesome is this?
Of course, there's so many uses for this kind of thing. You could say game time to get your team's schedule from TeamSnap, or help me relax to kick off a meditation, or order my groceries to order your usual.
There we go, baby.
With millions of apps, Shortcut enables incredible possibilities for how you use Siri. Now, as you know, Siri is more than just a voice. Siri's working all the time in the background to make proactive suggestions for you, even before you ask. And now, with shortcuts, Siri can do so much more. So for instance, let's say you...
I love Mint Mojito. Mint Mojito. What's that like? Mint. Crap, I can make some? Crap, man. Crap, I'm gonna do some crap to this though, man. Just gotta inspect this element. This thing. Just gotta delete that. Actually, I should just delete this altogether, man. Delete node, man. See, man, this is what we need. More of this. Are you gonna shuck that corn? SH, right? Can you put that in a sentence? Heck yeah, I can. What are you doing?
Corn has hair.
What is this? Yeah, peel it. Are these people not getting how to shuck corn? What is this?
Hairs. Oh Lord.
You guys are so confused.
Cut off the end.
Yeah, cut it off, man.
And then
I like tech shots.
So take it off the.
This is music.
I think you do it like.
Have you guys heard of the internet? Try using that.
Don't tell me there's like a corn removing tool.
Oh my gosh, is there, man? There is.
There has to have been an easier way.
What the heck?
Okay,
man?
we're gonna shuck and remove corn from the cob.
Shuck.
Just gonna peel off these layers. I'm an advanced chucker.
What is this?
We had a lot of food-based
Me too, man.
punishments in my house.
Wait, what?
And this is one of them.
This is maybe the hairiest corn I've ever seen.
How many corns have you seen? Because
Make
that's
sure
not
you get
that
all the
hairy.
fibers off of it.
This is how my dad did it when I had braces and I couldn't eat corn on the cob.
There we go. Get off.
Get off. Get off.
Ding,
Get
ding, ding,
right
ding.
off.
And there we go.
So I need a,
What?
I think there's a cool trick. I'm
What
actually
is it?
gonna like plop it down in the center.
This way, everything will end up in the bowl, and I have a stable base.
Well, there are two ways to do it. One, I could like take
has
a
to know how to
knife,
do it.
but that wouldn't be fun. Oh my God.
She does know how to do it.
This is so good.
See, man? Screw it.
I took it off the cob.
Wait, what? What's happening?
So we're gonna shuck this corn, and shucking just refers to peeling the outside of the
shuck
ear of
that
corn.
corn.
And this is pretty straightforward. You just want to pull it up and kind of peel it back a couple layers at a time, and snap
like
off
they were
the
doing.
stem here. Okay, so this is a good little trick. If you have a bundt pan at home, you can stand your corn up in the center of the bundt pan and strip the kernels off of the cob, and this will catch them as they come down. You want to try not to go so deep that you get the starchy cob in
Don't
there,
get that
and
crap,
not so
man.
shallow
Don't
that
get
you
it.
lose all the corn. On that, there's really no, secrets here.
Yeah. There's corn and happiness. Guys, all last problems are fixed. Now it's corn.
This is a perfectly shucked corn. I'm done. I killed it.
You are done. You literally need nothing else.
I didn't take off the cob? What's the cob?
Yeah. Epic curious. I don't know, man.
Kettle One family-made vodka, made with 100% non-GMO.
God, let's go back here.
Let's add that to my shortcut to save me some trouble on the right
They're still
home.
talking about shortcuts,
Let's tap
man.
search.
We'll get it
And there's
eventually.
a bunch I can add here, but I can just tap Siri suggestions. And there it is. Play Cake
Heck yeah, this is like if this then
drag
that.
this in,
Wait, you can do
drop it,
radio crap?
and we're set.
Show and
already
run,
added
so
the
like I can be
shortcut to Siri
running,
with the
not like I
custom
do,
phrase
but if I
heading
were to
home.
run,
So
it would be
now,
like, hey
whenever I
man, you
leave
know what you
work,
should
I can
do?
just say,
You should play that freaking
heading home.
music, man.
You will get there in 1 hour. I sent a message to Cheryl. Your thermostat is set
Heck
to 70
yeah.
degrees, and I turned
I
on
can
the fan.
end in style.
Turn KQED radio.
Some crap now.
Alex, take this down. Right?
Oh heck yeah, this is great.
That's Siri shortcuts in iOS 12. Thank you so much.
See, you just saw everything you needed to, and you saw how to shuck some corn.
And that's Siri Shortcuts. It works
Yeah.
on iPhone and iPad, and of course you can run your shortcuts from your HomePod and your Apple
Yes.
Watch.
Yes.
Quick update on Siri. Next, let's talk about apps. And to tell you about
I
the
love
latest,
voice
I'm
memos.
gonna hand it off
Voice memos
to
is my
Susan.
favorite, man.
Susan.
Freaking Susan, man. She was hiding there the whole time. She was just standing there, man.
Thanks, Craig, and
We didn't
it
know
is
that she
so
was
great
standing there.
to be here. I'm excited to tell you about some
This is a
great
good
updates
update.
and some of
This
our
is a
most
good
popular
update.
apps, starting with one of my favorites, News.
Ooh, I love the
So,
news app.
News is a personalized feed where you can see all the stories you want to read pulled together from trusted sources. And our
Like
top stories
IGN.
are handpicked by the Apple News editorial team to make a great collection of curated content.
All about Donald Trump.
With our new Browse tab, you can discover new channels and topics, and we've made it
Heck yeah.
even easier to jump to your favorites, because that's why they're your favorites, right?
Yeah, man.
News shines on the iPad. We've
That's
added
what I don't have.
a new sidebar, and it's a great way to navigate. It makes it easy, and I think fun, to dig into the areas you're most interested in. So that's News.
I
Now,
love News
we've
Stocks.
completely
I love Stocks.
rebuilt the Stocks app.
I used it
and
like
it's got a
once
beautiful
when I had an
new
assignment
design.
in school.
Of course, you can still see the stock
It's pretty
prices
cool.
and the changes at a glance, but we've added spark lines, those little charts, that show the stock performance
love
throughout the
those
day.
charts.
And that's cool. But are
It
you
is
ready?
cool. What?
We are
news?
so excited to announce we're bringing Apple News to stocks.
Yes, yes. Yes, this is what I need to say to Al
I'm
about
really
that.
excited about that. And the top stories in stocks features business news, right? Curated by the
Yeah,
Apple News
come on, man.
editors.
What
It's pretty
else would it
terrific.
be, man? What do you
can
expect?
tap on any stock to get a more detailed
you
view, so
expect
you can see an
news about the
interactive
Nintendo
chart
Switch in there?
that now includes after-hours pricing. And
After
you see
hours?
relevant
Like-
headlines from Apple News curated by our Apple News editors. So it looks great. And if you tap on one of those headlines, you'll see the full article without leaving the app.
Yes.
And of course, it's formatted to look gorgeous on the iPhone.
Why would it not
With
be
iOS
formatted
12,
to the gorgeous
we're
on the
bringing
iPhone?
stocks to iPad.
Yes. Yes. That was freaking business.
It's pretty
news. Can
great,
do
and we
whatever
take
the heck they
advantage
want.
of the larger
Love that girl.
display, so you can keep your eye on your stocks on the left while you browse through your financial news. It's a pretty
Heck
great
yeah.
experience. Next up, voice memos.
I love
We've
voice
also
memos.
completely rebuilt voice memos
From
to
the
make
ground
it
up.
even easier to use.
Yes.
And we're bringing voice memos to the iPad for the first time.
Yes, iPad people can freaking record whatever they want.
Importantly, we've also added iCloud support, so your recordings stay in sync across all your devices. We think iPad users are just gonna love this. And we think
Books. I
that
love
iBooks
books.
is the best way to discover and experience ebooks, as well as audiobooks. And with iOS 12,
I love
we're
audiobooks,
introducing
man.
an all-new design. And
Are
we
you
think the
integrating
update is so
Audible?
great,
Because that would make it
we're calling it
100% better.
Apple Books, a new name.
Apple
Very
Books.
dramatic.
So
Drop the
freaking
I.
dramatic, man.
Apple Books has some great new features.
What products do
For
they have that
example,
uses an
Reading
I
Now,
anymore?
with a preview that makes it really easy for you to pick up reading right where you left off.
Oh, I
And
love
there's
that.
so much more, including a stunning new
Bookstore,
store that makes browsing
library,
through your
audiobooks,
ebooks and
for the
audiobooks
child,
better
Pico.
than ever.
What is that, my sister?
We love these updates, and we think you will too. But we also have a smart and safe way to use your apps in the car. I think you know
Yes!
what I'm talking about, CarPlay. CarPlay already
Can't
supports
afford
third-party
that.
audio and voice messaging, voice calling,
Best card I
and
can
messaging apps.
afford is one from
Probably know that.
2002.
But what you might not know is with iOS 12, CarPlay will also support third-party navigation apps.
Yes! That is sexy.
So now you have even more choices when you use CarPlay. That is a
I love
really quick
CarPlay,
look
man.
at some of our
When are we gonna get to
updates.
those
And
notifications
Craig,
in? Oh.
back to you.
Right. Yeah, very, very soon.
Thank you, Susan.
Jesus, those are so behind.
Well, now
I'm gonna make this one.
and keeping in touch. But
gonna
some
make this
apps
one day.
demand more of our attention than we might even realize. They beg us to use our phone when we really should be occupying ourselves with something else. They send us flurries of notifications, trying to
that
draw
crap.
us in for fear of missing out. And some of us, it's become such a habit that
Yes,
we might not
Megan?
even recognize just how distracted
That's what I'm
we
watching
become.
right now.
Well,
I'm live streaming.
We've thought deeply about this. And today,
It's
we're
about
announcing
time.
a
This is the best
comprehensive
stuff.
set of built-in features
Oh, I
to help
love
you
that.
limit
Little
distraction,
hourglass.
focus, and understand how you're spending your time,
Little hourglasses,
and
man.
balance the many things that are important to you. Now, it starts with do not disturb. There are times of the
don't
day,
disturb me, man.
times when you just don't want to be disturbed, and one of those, of course, is at night. Sometimes you wake up in
I
the middle
want
of
to
the
be
night, and you look at your phone, maybe just to check the time, and you're confronted with something like this. Barrage of notifications that spin you up and keep you from falling back asleep. And so we're
Exactly.
introducing Do Not Disturb during bedtime, where all you'll see is this, nothing to
Yes.
get you spun up. And in the morning,
Except that makes me really curious. It makes me curious. What the heck? What did I miss? What am I missing? I'm gonna turn
in
it
the
up.
morning
I'm
when
gonna
you
be
wake
up.
up, you're gently
better
eased into your
designed.
day. You can tap when you want to start confronting those notifications.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Now, We've all found ourselves in situations like this. Now,
hey, your son's
rest assured,
fine.
he stuck the landing on this one. But now, Do Not Disturb can help.
Just notice that they had
We
to
made
take
it easier than ever to use
back.
Do Not Disturb, because
They
now
did that
we have a great new
purposefully.
mode where when you press into Do Not Disturb in Control Center, you can set an ending time for Do Not Disturb for when you leave a particular location or when an event ends on your calendar. So I think we're all going to be using Do Not Disturb a bunch more.
Heck yeah.
Now, next, I want to talk about notifications.
Yes.
Now, notifications help keep us informed and
I love
connected to
notifications.
important things that happen throughout the day. And we'd like to give you more control over how many notifications you receive. And so we're enabling what we call instant tuning for notifications right from the lock screen. You can press in to a notification, and from there you can decide to send future notifications from that app directly to Notification Center, bypassing your lock screen, or turn them off altogether. And Siri will even help by suggesting that you turn off notifications for apps that you're no longer using.
Heck yeah.
Now, we also wanted to give you help managing large numbers of notifications. So I'm thrilled to announce that we're bringing to iOS support for grouped notifications.
Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Love that guy. Yeah.
Notifications are grouped not just by app, but also by topic and thread. It gives you a great overview of the notifications you've received. You can tap in and look at a particular group. Of course, just as important, with a single swipe, you can triage a whole group of notifications away. So that's notifications.
Yeah, man. It's like the best update since iOS.
Now, in addition to these great features for helping you limit distractions, we wanted to go further. And it's with a feature we call Screen Time. Screen Time empowers you with both insight and control over how you spend your time. And it starts with reports.
Heck yeah.
Every week,
they're going to be
you
way
get a
up
weekly
there.
activity summary that details how you used your iPhone or iPad. You tap in and you get to view your full activity report. It's really detailed. You get deep insight on how much time you're spending, where you're spending it, and even how your use breaks down during the day.
I think it's down here. It's going to be
or the night.
way up there.
You get a summary of the time you're spending in apps,
You can
how
already
much
check
time
that
you're
technically.
spending, how often per hour you're picking up your phone and what's drawing you in.
Yes, that's
and what
nice.
apps are sending you the most notifications. Now, equipped with this insight, you can make decisions about how much time you want to spend with your device each day. But we know there are people who would like a little extra help in managing their use of apps. And for them, we've created app limits. So if in your activity report, you see an app where you might want to be spending a little bit less time, well, you can set your own limit. And then during the day, when you're using the app, you'll receive a helpful notification letting you know time is almost up.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
And once you've reached your limit, instead of the app, you'll see this. It's time to move on. Now, we'll let you grant yourself an extension if you want, but we'll give you a reminder later to move along. Now, this is also in sync across your iPhone and iPad, so your limits apply to your total usage. We think this is going to be helpful for many people.
The one next to it, I guess.
Especially for some.
Who watches that much Hulu? Man.
The right balance for them. And of course, it starts with providing your kids with great information so they get an activity report of their own.
Yeah.
But as a parent, you get one as well on your device.
Yes.
And based on what you see, you have the option of creating allowances.
Yeah. Woo! I love that guy so much. He's like one of my favorites.
You have many options. One of them is downtime. Time when you want your kids to unplug altogether. For instance, at bedtime. And you can also limit your kids' time in apps by category or by individual app.
Man, you can only be on games
There's some
for
apps
like
you may
6
want to always
minutes.
allow them to use. For instance, you may want them to be able to get at the phone at all times so they can contact you. Or you may want to give them access to educational apps. And you can also limit access to only movies, apps, and websites that you deem age appropriate. Now, this works, of course, across their iPhone and iPad.
My dad's not going to be doing this.
And it uses family sharing, so it's super easy to set up. And you can manage it all remotely from your parental device.
Yes.
So that are some great screen time and some great features to help you better manage your time.
I love this. Best freaking update yet. That girl's great. Going to long hair, she's awesome. She still is awesome.
Now, next, I'd like to talk about one of the most important uses of our devices.
FaceTime.
And that's communication. And we'll start with
Not
messages.
the phone, though, because it's an iPhone.
Messages has given us fun ways to express ourselves with emoji and now Animoji.
Animoji.
And one of the things that make Animoji so fun is how expressive they are. You know, from smiles to frowns to nods of the head and blinking of the eye. Animoji does such an amazing job tracking our expressions. And this year, we're taking Animoji to a whole new level, breakthrough new technology we call tongue detection. That's right.
Innovation.
Now you can make your favorite Animoji do this. We're all going to be sticking out our tongues to our phones in the near future.
We won't be.
Now, we're also introducing some great new Animoji that I think you're all going to love, like Ghost.
Heck yeah.
Koala.
No.
Tiger.
That looks kind of cute.
T-Rex.
Heck yeah, my sister's gonna love that.
We wanted to take Animoji even further by making them even more personal. So I'm thrilled today
animate your own.
To announce the arrival of the era of Memoji.
Yes!
That's right.
Memoji.
With Memoji, you can create your very own
personalized
Animoji.
Dang right. Man, I love that guy, the one with the plaid shirt. That plaid shirt guy's
to build a deep set of customization options to let our customers
make mine
create an
sans.
incredibly diverse set.
Oh my god, that gives me, I can make my skin color, not my real skin color.
What you can create.
Yeah.
And we've designed a beautiful new experience to create these Memoji that makes the process fun and easy. Now, to tell you more about it, I'd like to invite one of the managers of our messages and Animoji features, Kelsey Peterson, to give you a live demo. Kelsey!
Yeah! Good morning! I cannot wait to tell you what's new with messages. Let's get started with Animoji. First, you need to meet the newest members of the team. We've got a new cat in town, our Tiger. She's so cute. And now, my personal favorite, the koala.
I hate you, koala.
Oops. Just getting excited, scrolling through here. They can't all be cute and cuddly, though, so here's our T-Rex.
That's the cutest and cuddliest. What are you talking about out of all of them?
And we have our very own friendly little ghost.
Who says he's friendly?
So much fun. And if I swipe right, here's where I can create my very own Memoji.
You're saying I can have
Let me show you just how easy it is. I recently chopped my hair, so I want one that matches the new me. So I've selected a skin color, and now I'm trying to figure out just the right amount of freckles. So real Goldilocks scenario. Yeah, these are just right. Okay, on to the main event. There are so many hairstyles to choose from. First, I'm gonna grab my color, and then like I said, I need to go a little bit shorter. All right. Nope, this is the one.
Yeah.
Now that I'm all set, I can of course select my eye color. And what's really amazing is as I'm making changes, the character up above is coming to life. There are tons of options for me to customize. I could add earrings, but what I really want is a great pair of sunnies. So I'm gonna come over to eyewear and pick out some frames.
Don't say sunnies. You are the cringe.
Maybe
you are one
not
of the
for
cringiest
today.
guys.
I think I need
Not
2 lenses.
But one of the cringiest for this.
These are the ones. Now that I have frames, I'm gonna tint my lenses to make a great pair of sunglasses.
No, you don't get my cats. We're calling them sunnies. I disown you.
Perfect. Okay, I think I'm all set. I'll tap done, which saves my brandly created Memoji right here into the drawer alongside the rest of my team. And that's how simple it is to create your very own Memoji.
Heck yeah. Clapping for the Memoji. But not that one, because then you might think I'm clapping for you.
Now I have a brand new feature to introduce you to. This wasn't even in Craig's slides. We are bringing fun effects into the messages camera. Let's take a look. I have a message here from my partner. It looks like he's informing me that he's bought our dog, Ferdinand, yet another tiny dog hat. This isn't even the first.
Go you, Ferdinand.
I think this is the perfect opportunity for a response with this new fun camera. So I'll tap to pull up the camera, and then I can see this little star over here on the left.
Heck yeah.
Tapping on that gives me a strip with all sorts of new effects. So I could add things like shapes or text. But let's check out these filters.
Filters.
Ooh. So this is comic book. It's really fun. But for a response about a tiny dog hat, I think I'm going to go in a different artistic direction. So what I really need to do is add a sticker from one of my favorite sticker packs.
Oh man, stickers.
Ferdy looked really excited about that new dog hat. So I'm going to put him right here. And now we have an all-new way for you to use Animoji.
AR, man.
I can apply my favorite Animoji right here,
onto your head.
Live.
Dang right. That is kind of not that bad. Better than a real face.
Here's the Memoji I just created, but I actually have just the one. It's of me in a very similar red hat, which is kind of perfect for twinning with my pup. So I'm gonna set up my shot.
Oh my gosh, my face is bad right now.
Snap and send. And that's a demo of the fun new effects and messages. Back to you, Craig.
It truly is the $1,000 emoji machine. By the way, iPhone 6 will now be able to do Memoji.
Camera and messages. Next, let's talk about FaceTime. Yeah. FaceTime is the way that so many of us connect with the people in our lives.
I can't believe it. They're doing group FaceTimes now.
And it's helped us deepen our connection with people important to us wherever they are. And of course, it's a fun place just to hang out. Now, this year, FaceTime is going to take a big leap forward.
I knew it.
Because today, we're introducing Group FaceTime.
Woo! Yeah!
Now, you'll be able to FaceTime with 2 people, 3 people, actually up to 32 simultaneous participants.
You're doing it right.
Now, setting up a group call couldn't be easier. Just instead of typing one person's name, you can do many. You can ring them by tapping audio or video. But we also introduced a great new way because FaceTime is now integrated into messages. So you can quickly go from a group chat you have going directly in to a group FaceTime. And members of the group can join in and drop out at any time. It's really great. Would you like to see it? Well, let's do a demo. Well, I think for our first live demo of group FaceTime, I'm going to contact the folks back in Cupertino.
I love Cupertino.
Dive into this conversation I have going with the members of the FaceTime team. And it looks like actually they're already on a group FaceTime call, so I'm just going to join right in.
You can join. This is so good. So good.
Hey, everybody. Yeah. Hey, Craig. Now check it out. So it's this beautiful FaceTime UI. We have these big, gorgeous tiles
Animoji
right up
is
front,
in there too.
where you see some of the leaders of the FaceTime team.
Perfect.
And down at the bottom,
best
there's an
update
area we
ever.
call the roster that contains everybody else. And of course, I'm right there in the lower right-hand corner.
Hey, Craig. Wait, am I on the big screen?
Yes, Lauren, this is not a test.
Hey, Lauren.
You're in front of 6,000 of your biggest new fans.
I love you, Lauren. I love you more than I love Tim Cook.
Now, What you probably noticed is when Lauren spoke, her tile automatically got larger to reflect her prominence in the conversation. This is totally automatic. Hey, Roberto, how's it going back there in Cupertino?
I'd say it's going pretty well. And Lauren, sorry for stealing your spotlight.
So this works, of course, for people in the roster as well. When they speak, they come forward. Hey, Christopher, you ready to make your big entrance?
Finally, my moment has come. Hello, world.
Now, well done.
Heck yeah.
Now, you can control this too. So if I want to bring Woody front and center, I just double tap. There he is. Now, Woody, your baby is performing admirably here.
Thanks, Craig. It's exciting to finally be able to share group FaceTime with everyone.
It sure is. Now, we have not only all of this, well, we've also brought the fun effects to the FaceTime camera. I can just tap in, have access to an emoji, filters, and all of my sticker packs. And everyone else on the call can apply them too. Wow, now this is the future.
This is the future, baby.
Craig, check this out. I'm a comic book koala, something I've always wanted to be.
You suck, I'm glad Roberto. You've finally been able to express that side of yourself, Roberto. Hey, Tim, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. I signed up to help test FaceTime.
Yeah!
Well, thank you, Tim. Every little bit counts.
And it's only an iPhone
Happy to help. And thanks to everyone on the FaceTime team for making it a reality. I can't wait to start using it every Sunday night to call the leadership team.
Looking forward to that, Tim. Of course, what I'm really looking forward to is getting group FaceTime to everyone on iOS 12. Thanks, guys, for a fantastic call. We'll see you back in Cupertino.
We don't need to know anything else. Yeah.
So that's group FaceTime. It works on iPhone, iPad, and Mac. And you can even answer an audio on your wrist on your Apple Watch.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Messages,
so pumped right now. Life can't get better.
This is iOS 12. Improved performance.
I'm never gonna be sad again.
Experiences, Siri suggestions, screen time, Memoji and fun effects in the messages camera.
Did he just say Memoji?
And group FaceTime. I hope you like it.
Yes.
Hand it back to Tim. Thank you.
You suck, Tim. You can't top this. Unless you actually do a one more thing. And say, ooh, iPhone 911.
Looks fantastic, and we can't wait for everyone to get their hands on it. Next up, I'd like to talk about the Apple Watch.
Oh, I forgot there were other devices.
When we began development of the watch many years ago, we had a vision for just how impactful and essential it could become in our lives. So we worked very hard to create something that you would love and want to wear all the time. And customers do
Give me any hardware for free.
In fact, Apple Watch is #1 in customer satisfaction.
Out of everything in the whole world.
And not just this year, but every single year since we launched in 2015. And
that's when I got mine.
Has been off the charts. Apple Watch grew 60% last year. We're constantly hearing from customers
guys, you gotta see my face.
Ways that the Apple Watch has changed their lives.
You gotta see my face, man.
I'd like to share just one of them with you this morning.
Where's
Mary Dobjan was boating with her husband John when, due to a medical condition, all of John's muscles went completely limp, and he fell into the ice-cold water. With her arms wrapped around John,
configure video. Wait, what? What is the ambient?
Phone to call for help. But with her Apple Watch, she was able to call Siri.
There we go.
To use Siri to call 911.
Check out how happy I am.
Rescuers soon arrived and saved John's life.
He's talking about some guy being saved from life. I don't even care, man. I'm just so happy.
If it wasn't for my Apple Watch, he really would not be here today.
That is sick.
This is just one of the many stories that we've heard about how Apple Watch is impacting people's lives.
Guys,
they range from getting people to be more active, to helping users live a healthier life, or even to alerting users to an elevated heart rate. Apple Watch brings such amazing capabilities right to the wrist. And of course, at the heart of this
is watchOS. We're excited to introduce watchOS 5 today, which brings even more ways for you to stay active and connected. And I'd like to hand it off to Kevin Lynch to tell you all about it. Kevin?
Heck yeah, baby. Heck yeah, baby.
Kevin?
Love you, Kevin. Not as much as I love friggin' Craig for
Good morning.
introducing group
stories like
FaceTime.
that about how Apple Watch is supporting people around the world in even extreme situations
My
like
days
Mary and
change,
John's, but also in
guys.
their daily lives is really super motivating to us as a team. And there are things you do every day that shape your life. And Apple Watch has 2 key areas it's working to help you support those activities every day. First, staying active to increase your well-being and
How you
health.
gonna improve that
And
active
second, being
grab,
connected
man?
to the
Is this
people
gonna
and
be the best
information you care
watchOS
most
update
about.
too?
We're moving watchOS
This is
forward
gonna
in
be like
both of
some
these areas.
6. I don't
Let's
even
start
care,
with health
man.
and
You
fitness.
could have just
Now, much of
had
the power and the
1
health and
second
fitness
wait to
features
say
that we put
group
in Watch
FaceTime and I
are
would be
really
happy.
empowered by the investment we do to make sure that the data you see is accurate. The data from our custom-built heart rate sensor, accelerometer, gyro, GPS are all thoroughly validated. In fact, from our fitness lab, we've studied over 6 terabytes of data, where 12,000 study participants logged over 90,000 hours of sessions. They actually burned 2.3 million calories doing this. We believe this is the largest biometric data
Guys, right
collection
now
of
I'm
its
just gonna
kind.
try to look up
We take
how
this
to
information and we
how
work to
to
integrate this seamlessly with the user experience. So when you raise your wrist and you look at your activity rings, the information is not only accurate, but it's also meaningful to you. We really love hearing about your focus on closing these rings. And we really enable
Crap,
this
do I
through
need
a
a
number of
ring
ways in
capture
Apple
card?
Watch. First,
I don't
of course,
care,
we
man.
do daily coaching, so you can see what your goals are for the day. We also support celebrations when you achieve your goals.
You telling me I
And we
need to
have
spend
special edition
$200 to
challenges,
live
like the most
stream?
recent Earth Day challenge that we did. And on a monthly basis, we do monthly goals that are personalized to
Heck
you.
yeah, I'd be my month ago
And
last
of course, the
time.
Activity app also supports activity sharing, which has become
Somebody
one of the most
get their
popular
crap
features
done.
of the Activity app.
They're exercising way too much, man.
Many of you love the excitement of good old-fashioned competition, though. So in watchOS 5, you can challenge any of your activity-sharing friends to a 7-day competition whenever you like. And if they accept, you each try to win the week by closing your rings and earning points. You earn 1 point for each % of a ring that you close. And while you're in the middle of a competition, your progress notifications are updated to not only
That
show
means
you
I
the
can
progress your
set
friends
my
making,
thing to
but also
50
where you stand in
calories
the
and
competition.
win.
And when you win, you receive a new award. We're really excited about this edition, and if you're competitive, it gives you a whole new way to enjoy the Activity app. Now, when you're doing...
Yeah. Woo, yeah.
Now, when you do want to go do a workout, there's a lot of workout types you can choose from. And they all have custom algorithms to measure things like
I
calorie
love
burn,
those animations,
pace,
man.
distance,
Those are great
elevation gain.
animations.
And when you're swimming, it even counts
Especially
laps and
love this
detects
one
which swim
because,
strokes
like,
you're using. And with GymKit,
wee,
your metrics are in sync with
wee,
your favorite gym equipment.
wee,
We're really excited to bring more enhancements to workouts in watchOS 5. Starting with a new workout type for yoga. Now this works
Dang
primarily
right, my
from your
sister's
heart
gonna
rate.
love that, except she doesn't have an Apple
And we
Watch.
calibrate this to your fitness level through the rest of your day.
Still gonna
so
love
now
it,
you can
man.
more accurately track those yoga sessions, including those intense vinyasa sessions. Now we've also added a new workout type for hiking. This takes into account pace and heart rate and elevation gain, so you can more accurately get exercise credit while you're hiking in steep terrain or really long stages.
Long stage.
And Apple Watch
so
has
happy,
become a really
man.
great running companion, especially now that we've added GPS and cellular and music streaming. We're making this an even better experience now for training runs and races. In addition to current and
Look at all
average
those
pace,
stats,
you now have the
man.
option to
9.5,
keep track
that's
of your
how tall
rolling
I
mile
am.
pace, which is how fast you ran the immediately preceding mile. You can also now set a custom pace alert, so your Apple Watch will tap you when you're above or below the pace that you've set. And finally, runners will now get cadence, so you can see your current steps per minute. We're really excited for runners to try these out. Now, there's sometimes when you forget to start a workout on Watch, but you've started working out. And to solve this now, we're adding automatic workout detection. So your Apple Watch will now offer to start tracking a workout if it senses that you're beginning one. And even if you press start sometime after you began working out, you'll get retroactive credit for the workouts that you did. And these start alerts will support all these great workouts on Apple Watch. Now, when you reduce the intensity of your movement or your heart rate decreases, but you forget to end your workout, of course, watch will also detect that and suggest that you stop.
Yeah.
So, all these new features, activity competitions, the new
Yeah, what's
yoga
in my
and hiking workout,
notifications? What's
new
this,
features
man?
for runners and automatic workout
It's a video,
detection
man.
are all enabling you to more accurately track your workouts and stay motivated while
Man,
you
what does
do.
my thing look like?
Now let's talk about being connected. Apple
Man.
Watch enables you to remain
Offline?
in the moment,
You think I'm
while also
offline? No,
easily
I'm not
connected to the
offline,
people and
man.
information that you care
I'm
about.
not offline.
And the introduction of cellular made this even better. You can stay connected
guys still
even when you're
talking
going out
about
for an
nerdy
evening,
crap. Let's
running
search
some
for
errands,
nerdy
or even
news.
going for a swim. Or stay in touch when
I
your
do
phone might
not
not be
have
easily
caps
available
lock
to you.
on, by the way. Nerd
And
news,
staying
dang right,
connected
man.
with people you love is something that our customers love about Apple Watch.
WWE
You can easily make and receive a
SmackDown is
phone
moving to
call, you can hear the
Fox.
emotion and
What?
tone on the other end of the voice as you talk in real time.
Gamson,
Or you can use
Gamson
messages to
doesn't
have
crack,
impromptu, short
Yes,
conversations with
Negan.
loved ones in a message thread.
Negan's my favorite
In watchOS
character, guys.
5, you'll have an entirely new way to communicate on your watch. That's real-time voice, but with the
Video
spontaneity
games?
of
What's
short
going on with
messaging.
video games? You don't even have a Switch section, man.
Did you steal my chips?
Maybe.
What is this,
I
man?
cannot wait till you go to college.
Introducing walkie-talkie.
Dang right. Walkie-talkie. I'm so happy right now.
This is
I'm
a new
so
app
friggin'
on Apple
happy.
Watch. It's a fun, easy way to talk
Yeah,
with
Mom?
friends and family. Let's take a look at how it works. First, you choose who you'd
Okay.
like to enable walkie-talkie with, and it suggests some people that you often communicate with, so you can easily add them. Now, the first time that you do this, your friend will receive a one-time request to allow a walkie-talkie connection with you.
Yeah.
If they accept, then you can speak to each other with walkie-talkie whenever you like. And to do this, you just press to talk,
No,
and then your friend
give
can
me
hear
a
your
built-in
voice,
app.
just like a walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie.
And they're going to feel a haptic, hear a beep beep sound right before your voice comes out. And this new watch-to-watch connection works over cellular or Wi-Fi. It has really high
actually a
audio
PNG?
quality. And it's a lot of fun. We can't wait for you to try this out. That's walkie-talkie.
I think that's on a PNG, actually.
Now, last year, we introduced a Siri watch face, which presents the right information to you at the right time. And Siri does this using machine learning, so it's going to get better at predicting your actions over time
That's a JPG,
by combining
not a
inputs
PNG.
like the time of day, your location, your daily routines, or which apps you use when. We're making some great enhancements to the Siri watch face now. First,
Yeah,
we're
you
adding
are.
new content. So now you can get live sports scores, you can get commute time home or
Easy,
to work, or you
transparent,
can see your
baby.
heart rate, for example, after a workout, or your resting heart rate. And we're also adding Siri shortcuts. Those shortcuts you saw coming to iOS 12 are also going to be available in watchOS. So in addition to getting relevant information, you'll also
There we
receive predicted
go.
shortcuts right on the Siri watch face. So at a wrist raise, you'll be able
Siri
to directly do things
shortcuts.
like turn on your leaving
What?
home scene, or start an
What?
outdoor walk, or play your favorite morning playlist. And these shortcuts appear based on whether you typically do those actions at those times. So super easy now to just tap and do those actions.
Freaking
Also, for the
walkie-talkies,
first time,
man.
you can now use third-party
Walkie-talkies.
apps on the Siri watch face. So now you can see both relevant content and... So if you always go running with Nike Plus Run Club at a certain time, or you're
Whee!
logging your meals with Lose It, or you use City
Ah,
Mapper to find
because
your
it's just
commute
us.
home,
Like, if I ever
you
go
just
running,
raise
I
your
can be
wrist and
like,
tap.
hey, you know what,
It's
you
that
want to listen
easy.
to some
So
Japanese
new
radio? And be like,
content,
hey,
support
yeah,
for
do you want to
shortcuts,
run to
and
Japanese
third-party
radio?
apps,
Now
making for an even
I'll
more
understand,
powerful
like,
Siri watch face.
when they're talking about themselves or when they're talking about
Now, currently, to
others. or
talk to
when
Siri,
they're
you
asking
raise your wrist and you
questions.
say, hey, Siri. And when you think about this, it's quite a strong signal when you raise your wrist and talk to your watch. It's kind of like when someone's standing
Yeah.
right in front of you. You don't need to say, hey, because you have their attention already. So we're bringing this same social cue to Siri on
What?
the watch. So you no longer need to say, hey, Siri. You just raise your wrist and talk to Siri.
Dang right. Woo! I'm so happy, man. I'm so
Now, we're
happy.
also bringing a number of improvements to notifications, which are now more actionable and interactive.
Yeah.
So, for example, with this notification from Qantas, you can check in and share your flight details right from the
That looks
notification.
so nice.
After you finish a ride with Didi,
check
you can
that
scroll
crap
down, you
out.
can rate your ride and pay with Apple Pay right there in the notification.
Whee!
And with this one from Yelp, that your table is ready. If you need a bit more time, you can extend the reservation out
I'm
a
gonna have
bit
an
just
idea.
by tapping here. So
I wanna make
super
this
easy
look
now
better.
to interact right in
You?
place inside notifications. We've also improved our message notifications. Today, if someone sends you a web link, you aren't able to view it on your wrist. With watchOS 5, we've integrated WebKit, so now you have the ability to view web content in mail or messages.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to easily view things like menus here. And while we think full browsing doesn't make sense on your wrist, there are times you get content you'd like to see it right in the moment, and now you'll be able to do that in watchOS 5. And the content's can be formatted for the small screen, and where reader mode's available, it uses that on the watch. So, WebKit on watchOS.
Yeah. Oi. Oi. Oi.
Now with watchOS 4, we introduced an entirely new way to listen to music while you're on the go. You can stream 48 million songs on your wrist with Apple Music, or you can listen to automatically synced and curated playlists. And now, with watchOS 5, we're giving you even more to listen to.
Yeah! Ear biscuits and Comedy Bang Bang right on my
That's right.
wrist.
The Apple Podcast app is coming to Apple Watch. Upcoming episodes from subscribed podcasts will be automatically synced to your watch.
I'm just gonna
so you can get them right there.
do that. And
or you can just ask Siri to stream a podcast for you, and it'll start playing. And playback resumes across all your devices.
Yeah. Now, when is audiobooks gonna come to Apple Watch?
Web content, new content and shortcuts in the Siri face, podcasts, and of course, walkie-talkie. Now, we'd like to show you this stuff live in action.
I'm happy then when they announced Little Big Planet 3, man.
In our live demo here today to keep it
I know
interesting.
this is actually
so
going to be
Jules,
good.
Who helps lead our fitness experiences, is actually going to do the demo while biking.
Man, she's going to look so great.
So Jules has expertise in coaching, and
that's
she knows
not
how to
biking,
move and
that's
demonstrate
cycling.
motivate
Biking is
all
when
at
you're
the
on a
same
bike.
time.
That's
Take it away,
a
Jules.
cycling machine where you're in place.
Thank you, Kevin. I've got some great stuff to show you that I think you're really going to love. And bonus is I get to work on closing my rings while I do it. So first, I'm super excited to show you how easy it is to start a workout with GymKit.
I don't care right now.
I just tap to connect.
Let's look at cringy memes.
And accept on the watch. And now I can control and start the workout right here from the console on the bike.
Did you mean
all
funny
of my
memes?
data between the watch and the bike is in sync, and all of my workout metrics are accurate.
Heck yeah,
now,
baby.
I wouldn't typically be trying to demo things for you and sneak in a workout at the same time, but I want to show you activity competitions.
What is it, man?
And to do that, I need to keep moving. This morning, I got this notification.
Don't try to tell me they're 50.
And it says, your competition with Jay is down to the last day, and it's a close one. Have you got what it takes to win?
American.
Have I got what it takes?
They say
that I do.
Earth and flat since it was created.
But if I scroll down, I can see that Jay has moved ahead of me by a couple of points, and that's not okay because this thing ends tonight. So I think I'm going to add a little resistance to this workout here and work to earn as many points as possible and move ahead of Jay by the time this demo's done.
Dang, everybody has a birthday this year.
I can simply tap
I know,
here
right?
and send him a little smack
Dang,
talk to let him know I'm
NFL's
coming
been
for
around
him.
longer than our government.
Let me show you interactive notifications because I have dinner reservations tonight that I made through Yelp. If all goes well here, I'm going to go out with my girlfriends from work to celebrate.
Don't joke about murder. I
and
was
because we
murdered
all know
once.
that Jay's going to lose this competition, maybe I should invite him along so it can be his treat.
Colon on my
now
fingers.
I can simply add to the number of guests and confirm right here in the app without ever having to open it. It's that simple.
I wonder how people survive in the Amazon. How do they, man?
Now in watchOS
the 4th of July and the 16th is
notifications
the 15th.
from apps are smartly grouped together. And here are a couple messages from my friend Catherine. We're trying to get to a yoga retreat this summer.
Bruce Jenner and Caitlyn
And it looks like she sent me a link.
I know, man.
Now I can tap it here and see if she's found somewhere great for us to go. Oh yeah, this looks beautiful. I'm already in, but I could continue to scroll through the site, maybe read a little bit more about the retreat, even check the dates to make sure that they work.
Me too, man.
And I can do all that right here from my wrist.
That was so great, man. That made me, man. From Liberton, wow, man. Wow,
Let me show you the enhancements that we've made to the new Siri watch face.
Wow,
At the top here, you see the workout that I'm in right now. And when I'm ready to get back to it, I can just tap.
Sophie.
Next up is Glow Baby, because it's about this time each day that I check the app to see if my husband has logged our 1-year-old's nap.
What the heck is
this?
Good
job, baby.
You slept 2 hours. Refinancing?
And you parents know that good naps equal good nights, so I'm looking forward to that.
Ooh, Kennedy.
All right. As I scroll through my day, I can see my next meeting. I can see traffic and directions to places that I'm going later today.
Kennedy.
Here's that dinner
is a lineage of
calendar.
Oh my gosh.
And waiting for me at the end of my day is a shortcut to my evening meditation with 10% happier. Nice. Now, I want to check back in on this competition, but
hey guys,
I thought it might be a good idea to get a little more support from my #1 fan. And you heard Kevin say how walkie-talkie is so great for staying in touch with close friends and family. So I set my daughter up with walkie-talkie.
You're just so annoying, I'm gonna
so that
mute
she can
you.
help demo what it's...
Man, I love this little thing, man. You know how much I love it? I love it this much, man. I love it this freaking much. Freaking image, man. It's the Kennedy. Friggin' Kennedy, man. Friggin' Kennedy. Check it out, man. Isn't that great, man? That's so great. She's so blabbing. Yeah, man. Oh my gosh, none of this is English. Let's Google Translate this crap, man. Breaking Bad? Wait, what the heck is this? What the? Yeah, I want to translate Breaking Bad from English into English. I'm really curious, man. Yeah, let's see this. The large crack will make the building fall, man. It's gonna translate it back into the language this is from, man. You only like Translate.com. There we go, man. We're gonna translate Google.com. Okay, now I want to see this, and then let's friggin' come on, do the translation, man. Do it, man. Do it. Friggin' do it, man. Why don't you do this crap, man? You gonna do it soon? Is she done talking? Oh yeah, she is. Okay, we can
Emphasis over time.
Dang right, I love college, man. I love paying for college. I love paying for university. I love it when those
now,
English
this is also
kids
Pride
call
Month,
it uni.
and we're really excited to introduce an all-new Pride Edition watch band.
Why did the gays have to pick the rainbows?
And we didn't stop there. We made a beautiful new face that matches perfectly with the band.
This would have been nice if it wasn't gay sign, whatever, man. I'm not gonna do bad translator, man. What the heck, man? Why aren't you doing it, man? What if I just say I hate political correctness? I hate it, man. There's a large accident. There's that more risk of you falling through these stairs, man. I mean, man. My self-hated political correctness. Yeah, it's not that good. Let's see. Longest joke in the world. .com. Bam. Bam. Copy, copy, copy. And then Microsoft Sam. There we go, man. You're too long. Say it, baby. Okay. Bam. Bam. Say it, baby. That's all you get, man? Wee. 86. Say it now. You're too long.
You already opened your account, man?
This is a sick beat, man. Someone make a beat out of this.
So Apple TV 4K is bringing you the latest in audio technology.
Heck yeah, baby.
Dolby Atmos.
Yeah.
With Atmos, you get room-filling sound, the perfect complement to the stunning visuals of Apple TV 4K. What makes Atmos so special is that unlike the traditional surround sound
Love you, Bumblebee.
channels at the left or the right, Dolby Atmos has the ability to completely immerse you. Atmos moves sound in three-dimensional space, creating an experience with powerful audio that flows all around you. It puts you right in the center of the action.
I wonder if anybody's watching.
Theater setup as simple as a Dolby Atmos enabled soundbar and an Apple TV 4K. In fact, Apple TV 4K is the only streaming player to be both Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos certified.
How long can I make this?
And this fall, iTunes will be bringing you the largest collection of Atmos content anywhere. And just like with 4K HDR, your iTunes libraries will be upgraded to include Dolby Atmos on all supported titles for free.
Yeah! Nobody cares. That doesn't make me as happy as all this crap.
Of course, these movies and so much more are available in the Apple TV app. The Apple TV app is the center of your video experience. A single place to find and watch what you love across your favorite apps. From Apple TV, iPad, and iPhone, where you can find not only on-demand TV shows and movies, but also live content, including sports. The Apple TV app now offers a huge range of live sports. And we've added live news to make it even
State of the
easier
Union
to stay
sucks.
The addition of live sports and news providers brings the coverage
Cartoon Network, they have like one good show. CW, they have like two good shows.
All in one place.
This should be my ringtone, man.
As more and more cable companies
Cooking channel, that tape too.
video gets to your TV.
New grassroots version of the
Becoming a thing of the past. As these companies embrace internet.
Wait, I want to hear this, man.
And many of them share our vision of Apple TV as the one device for live, on-demand, and cloud DVR content. And we've already started working with partners around the world to make this a reality. In France, we're working with Canal Plus. Almost a third of French households subscribe to Canal services. And their subscribers can now choose Apple TV to access more than 100 live channels. And some of the biggest sports, including the French Open in 4K. In Switzerland, we've partnered with Salt.
Heck yeah, man.
Salt just launched a new TV service with more than 300 live TV channels.
I love Salt.
And it's available exclusively on Apple TV.
Not that Salt. This Salt.
And I'm really excited to announce that here in the US, Charter Spectrum will be coming to Apple TV
Who the
late
heck is
this
Charter
year.
Spectrum?
That means that up to 50 million homes will be able to choose Apple TV to access all their live channels and thousands of on-demand programs. And they'll be able to use Siri and the TV app to get access to their TV service, not only on Apple TV,
There we go, man.
but
I
on
love Salt,
iPhone and
you know?
iPad as well. Now, with nearly any cable subscription, you can get access to dozens of video channels, like ESPN, Showtime, NBC, and many more. But it used to be really painful to set up, having to authenticate each app individually. I'm sure all of you have seen that 6-digit code you have to go online and type into a web
I hate
browser.
that. Are you changing that?
Well, last year we introduced single sign-on. Enter your cable credentials only once, and we unlock all of the apps your subscription supports. Well, now we're making it even easier with zero sign-on.
What? How?
So now,
You give me
if
free
you're on
TV,
your
is that
TV
what you're telling
provider's
me?
broadband network, we'll securely and automatically unlock all the supported apps included with your TV service. No credentials needed, it just works. Charter Spectrum.
Heck yeah, baby.
This is really awesome. And Charter Spectrum will be the first to support zero sign-on, and we'll be adding more providers over time. We're also giving you even more options for ways to control your Apple TV. For example, you can get quick access on your iPhone, where Apple TV users will get the Apple TV remote automatically added to Control Center.
Was a good wallet.
And for those that have installed
Let's
home
see.
control systems, we're working with the leading providers so that you can use their remotes to control your Apple TV, even including support for Siri.
Now.
At Apple, I love working with an amazing team,
Yeet.
designing for a product that I enjoy every day.
Yeet.
Screen in my home. I get to watch all my favorite movies, TV
Yes.
shows, and more.
I love doing that.
Over 48 million songs, including the best metal on Apple Music.
Heck no.
All of my photos,
All about that
videos,
J-pop.
and memories, as well as thousands of apps.
You want my
and games
J-pop recommendation?
many of
I'll
you
add
have
my
built.
J-pop recommendation.
And Apple TV brings some amazing views right to my living room with Aerials. Now, one of the questions I get asked the most about Aerials, especially by my family members, is, where is this? Well, this fall, with just a tap of the Siri remote,
Here we go,
you'll now be
man.
able to
You want
see
this? You want what I
every
like?
Aerial location.
This is what I like.
And you can even swipe between locations, so you can see even more. And today, I have an incredible new location to share with you.
Utah.
For the past
Japan.
year, we've been collaborating
actually good
closely with
place.
an amazing partner, filming some
Disneyland.
stunning footage from around
Disneyland.
the world with a very unique vantage point. And here it
Is
is.
it from the bottom? Huh?
Earth.
Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot! You guys can't see a
Filmed
thing.
by astronauts aboard the International Space
Aw,
Station.
shoot.
You can see Sicily just off the boot of Italy, and check out that Mediterranean Sea. The blue is just phenomenal.
Oh, shoot! Here's my
So here's a
album
fun fact.
recommendation.
The space station makes an orbit every.
Is this gonna be a live orbit, man? Because if
So
it
here's
is,
the
then
fun
I'm in.
fact. The space station makes an orbit every 90 minutes. So that means they get 16 sunrises and sunsets every day.
Oh, heck yeah,
And
man.
with all those sunsets, nighttime can be particularly stunning, the way those urban areas pop with light.
Oh, hey.
Here we are flying over
yeah.
South Korea toward Japan. You can see
Told you,
Tokyo
Japan.
coming into view at the top, some distant stars, and even the upper reaches of the Earth's atmosphere, which is that orange band enveloping the Earth. And here's one that might look a little more familiar. This is the Northern California coast heading southward. You can
Wait,
see Lake
what?
Tahoe surrounded by snow caps
What
and
the-
the San Francisco Bay. These are truly incredible and offer such a unique perspective on the world. I'd like to give a huge thanks to the International Space Station National
Thank
Lab
you,
and
ISS.
ISS for all their help in making this a
And
possibility.
thank you for not having an eye between those two S's. That guy, that Michael Cera-looking guy, he's pretty great.
These are going to look incredible at home in 4K HDR. So that's tvOS. Apple TV
Man,
gives
I
you
love Greatest
amazing
Showman,
picture
man.
and
I
sound.
don't even know what
with
you can
4K, HDR,
I
and now
love Greatest
Dolby
Showman,
Atmos.
and I love
And the
Ready
Apple
Player
TV
One,
app is the
and I
center
love
of your
Top
video
Chef.
experience. Available on
And I
Apple
love
TV,
all this crap
iPad,
on
and
the
iPhone.
screen.
It's the one place to find all your favorite TV shows, movies, sports, and news. With that, I'll hand it back to Tim. Thank you.
You're so welcome. So freaking welcome. Man.
Thanks, Jen.
You suck. Tim.
Apple
So-
TV 4K and tvOS look and sound awesome. You're really going to love it. Next up is the Mac.
It's the man.
Apple, yeah. We love the Mac.
Tim Cook.
The Mac is the first computer that made powerful technology so easy to use and put the customer at the center of the experience. And of course, that remains at the core of all Apple products.
There we go.
For more than 30 years, the Mac has empowered people to create all kinds of amazing things, from the personal to the professional. Today, we're excited to take Mac a huge leap forward. The next version of macOS is chock full of new features inspired by pro users.
Guess he doesn't have a Mac,
but
guys.
designed for everyone. I'd like to bring Craig back up to talk
I
about
love Craig.
Craig.
Oh, Craig announced some pretty sick stuff, man. If Craig's on stage, you know it's good.
Hello again. It's true that macOS is the heart of what makes a Mac a Mac.
Yeah, what else?
And we want as many Mac users as possible.
What the heck just happened?
And that's why 6 years ago, with the introduction of OS X Mavericks, we began offering our macOS updates free.
This is actually kind of chilling.
2013 was also the year we first introduced our California naming theme. Now, after spending a year by the ocean, we not only modernized the look and feel of macOS, but we headed to the mountains with macOS Yosemite.
It's going to be macOS Berkeley.
As you may be aware, our naming of Mac releases is handled by our crack marketing organization.
Let's do it!
And as you probably noticed, they went on a 4-year mountain-bound bender. In El Capitan, we added Metal, our groundbreaking graphics technology. In Sierra, we brought Siri to the Mac and extended our capabilities and continuity. And last year, with High Sierra, we focused on deep technology, preparing the Mac for future innovation. Well, this year, we've made some striking changes to macOS. And we've left the high country for a place entirely different, but no less beautiful,
Berkeley.
Here still in California. And I'd like to take you there now.
Berkeley is so beautiful, guys.
Our next release of macOS is macOS Mojave.
Yeah, what the heck is a Mojave?
Now, Mojave is beautiful during the day, but what really captured our imagination was the beauty of the desert at night.
Wait, what does it look like?
And this inspired one of our most distinctive new features, and I'd like to show it to you now.
The Mojave does. Wait, why am I doing this?
So here we are, live in macOS Mojave. And I'd like to show you a new side of Mojave. We call it dark mode. Now, as you see, dark mode is not just about the dock or the menu bar. It extends to your Windows Chrome, your sidebar, and even the content of the windows. And it's so great for pros. It makes photographic content absolutely pop off the screen. It's just gorgeous. So nice.
The Mojave Desert /MoHVM/Mojave left square bracket 5 right square bracket left square bracket 6 right square bracket left square bracket 7 right square bracket is an arid rain shadow desert and the driest desert in North America. Top left square bracket 8 right square bracket is in the southwestern United States, primarily within southeastern California and southern Nevada, and it occupies 47,877 sq.mi, 124,000 kilometers. Very small areas also extend into Uniting, Arizona. Top left square bracket 9 right square bracket. Its boundaries are generally noted by the presence of Joshua trees, which are native only to the Mojave Desert and are considered an indicator species, and it is believed to support an additional 1,750 to 2,000 species of plants. Top left square bracket 10 right square bracket. The central part of the desert is sparsely populated, while its periphery peripheries support large communities such as Las Vegas, San Bernardino, Lancaster, Palmdale, Victoriaville, and St. George. Point. The Mojave Desert is bordered by the Great Basin Desert to its north left square bracket 8 right square bracket and the Sonoran Desert to its south and east top left square bracket 8 right square bracket. Topographical boundaries include the Tehachapi Mountains to the west and the San Gabriel Mountains and San Bernardino Mountains to the south. The mountain boundaries are distinct because they are outlined by the two largest faults in California, the San Andreas and Garlock Faults. The Mojave Desert displays typical basin and range topography. Higher elevations above 2,000 feet, 610 in the Mojave are commonly referred to as the High Desert. However, Death Valley is the lowest elevation in North America at 280 feet, 85 m. Below sea level and is one of the Mojave Desert's more notorious places. The Mojave Desert occupies less than 50,000 sq.mi, 130,000 kilometers to, making it the smallest of the North American deserts. Top left square bracket 8 right square bracket. The Mojave Desert is often referred to as the High Desert, in contrast to the Low Desert, the Sonoran Desert to the south. However, the Mojave Desert is generally lower than the Great Basin Desert to the north. Top left square bracket citation unit right square bracket. The spelling Mojave originates from the Spanish language, while the spelling Mojave comes from modern English. Both are used today. Although the Mojave tribal nation officially uses the spelling Mojave, the word is a shortened form of Anaconda, their ending in their native language, which means beside the water. Top left square bracket 11 right square bracket.
I'd like to show them to you now.
Wait, what are you showing to me?
It starts with a new view. We all enjoy using icon view, list view. There's of course column view, but now we've added an all-new view.
What's the new view?
Gallery view.
Yeah!
It's a big preview
about
up
friggin'
top,
time.
a set of thumbnails along the bottom. It makes it easy to preview images,
check that out, man.
Video, presentations,
Iceland,
documents,
8 Chestnut Street,
PDFs,
June 2000,
and of course with images.
That
Sometimes
is
you
like
want to know more
on the
detail
ocean
about,
and
for instance, how they were captured.
And
now the new sidebar
like
in Mojave really helps because it now supports
in Fuego, baby.
Full metadata. So you can see around your photo,
baby.
the camera you took the photo
Guys, you know what? I want
the
to
kind
learn a little
of
bit
lens,
about the
the
freaking
aperture
geography.
settings, and so forth. It's really handy. And you'll notice also along the bottom, there's this new area called Quick Actions. And Quick Actions let you act on the current photo. So for instance, if I have a photo like this and I want to edit it, I don't have to open it and go or do a new app. I can rotate it right here inside the Finder. It's really powerful. Now, this sidebar is available in other views of the Finder. So for instance, I'm just going to bring up the preview pane here.
Wow.
And I'm going to do a multi-selection of a PDF as well as several images. And you'll notice that the Quick Actions area is contextual. So it shows me Create PDF as an option. I'm going to click Create PDF, and it's going to assemble all of these photos.
The Mojave Desert is defined by numerous mountain ranges creating its arid conditions. These ranges often create valleys and or heat basins, salt pans, and seasonal stream lakes when precipitation is high enough. These mountain ranges and valleys
oh my gosh, they have freaking bay.
Part of the Basin and Range Province and the Great Basin, a geologic area of crustal thinning which pulls open valleys over millions of years. Most of the valleys are internally drained and or heat basins, so all precipitation that falls within the valley does not eventually flow to the ocean. Some of the Mojave toward the east, in the end, around the Colorado River / Virgin River Gorge is within a different geographic domain called the Colorado Plateau. This area is known for its inside canyons, high mesas and plateaus, and flat strata, a unique geographic locality found nowhere else on Earth.
So let's take a look here at a web page, and I'm just going to take a screenshot in the traditional way. I'm going to screenshot a selection of the page, and I want you to watch what happens in the lower right. I get a thumbnail instantly of that screenshot. And when I double click in, I get an accelerated workflow right into markup where I have access to all of my tools. So for instance, if I want to create magnification here, I can just drag that out.
Now that you mention it, it is half full. Wow.
Magnify.
This is a nice boat.
It's that easy. But now we've also made it easier to access a variety of tools. So when I bring up my screenshotting, you see I have presented with this HUD that tells me I can capture the entire screen, a selected window or selection, but we've also added screen capture for video into screenshotting. Let me show you how that works. So I'm going to go to a web page here that has an animation running.
I love that
I'm going to bring up my
MeteorShowers.org. Let's go to MeteorShowers.org.
The selected area.
Wow, no wonder she wanted to leave.
Here. Okay, and I'm recording just like that. Of course, I can manipulate the app. So all be reflected in my recording. Wow. And when I'm done, I can click the stop button right up here. And now you notice I have this thumbnail in the lower right. Well, I can actually pick this up and drag it into a new space and incorporate it right into a document. Just like that. Now,
I want to see what's going on
the way
here.
You capture content. And that brings me to continuity. So Mac users love continuity the way it lets us work across our devices with things like AirDrop, with the ability to unlock your Mac using your Apple Watch.
Check this out, man.
When it comes to capturing content, we all walk around with one of the best content capture devices in the world in our pockets, our phones. And so we wanted to take advantage of continuity.
Watch from Earth,
bring
I can
that to
do
the
that.
Mac with a feeture we call continuity camera. Let me show you how it works. So here in my keynote presentation, I have a space that's just waiting for a new photo.
Whoa, man, what's happening?
Right here. Well, when I select this object, I can choose to take a photo. And I want you to watch what happens when I select this to my phone. It automatically, immediately lights up, ready to take a photo. So I can take one like this.
Man.
And when I do, I can select Use Photo, and it appears directly in my document. Isn't that cool? Now, this works as well for scanning documents. So here I have a place where I could use a scan. Once again, I'm going to select from the menu, and this time Scan Document. Again, my camera lights up, this time right in my document scanner.
Now that you
I just scan like
it
this.
is half full.
I can save it.
This is a nice boat.
And my scan goes immediately. And I think I forgot.
Did you mean Apple?
Sorry about that. Anyway. There you go. Appears immediately in my document. Thank you. And so just like that, I can take photos, stills, and even capture video.
Okay, we'll start watching
again. Some great new features in Mojave. Next, I'd like to turn to apps.
Okay.
We are bringing news to the Mac.
Wow.
Yes!
Now, News has all of the stories you've come to expect from News on iOS, and they look amazing on the Mac display. You get top stories picked by our editors, trending stories, you're personalized for you, and that's not for me. And you also get this great new sidebar where you can drill in and jump right to the topics and channels you follow. News is going to be great. We also have stocks coming to the Mac.
The Mojave
prices combined with high-quality business news. It's delivered from Apple News. shows you your watch list with your prices. On the left, you can drill into this interactive chart to get more information. And of course,
Now that
great
you mention
news.
it is half full.
We're also bringing voice memos to the Mac. Now, voice
everywhere,
memos
man.
is the most popular voice recorder on iOS. And so many of us use it to capture music recordings or lectures. And now that voice memos syncs via iCloud to your Mac, you can take those recordings that you make and, for instance, drag them right into GarageBand.
Oh, hey, yes.
Finally, thrilled to announce Home is coming to the Mac as well.
Woo!
You have all of your
Best
accessories here. You
thing
can run
ever,
your
man.
scenes, as well as monitor your video cameras, and of course with Siri.
Apple Incorporated is an American multinational technology company headquartered in Cupertino, California, that designs, develops, and sells consumer electronics, computer software, and inline services. The company's hardware products include the iPhone smartphone, the iPad tablet computer, the Mac personal computer, the iPod portable media player, the Apple Watch smartwatch, the Apple TV digital media player, and the HomePod smart speaker. Apple's software includes the Mac operating system and operating systems, the iTunes media player, the Safari web browser, and the iLife and iWork creativity and productivity suites, as well as professional applications like Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, and Code. Its online services include the iTunes Store, the iOperating System App Store and Mac App Store, Apple Music, and iCloud. Apple was founded by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne in April 1976 to develop and sell Wozniak's Apple iPersonal computer. It was incorporated as Apple Computer, Incorporated in January 1977, and sales of its computers, including the Apple II, saw significant momentum and revenue growth for the company. Within a few years, Jobs and Wozniak had hired a staff of computer designers and had a production line. Apple went public in 1980 to instant financial success. Over the next few years, Apple shipped new computers featuring innovative graphical user interfaces, and Apple's marketing commercials for its products received widespread critical acclaim. However, the high price tag of its products and limited software titles caused problems, as did power struggles between executives at the company. Jobs resigned from Apple and created his own company, NetXT. As the market for personal computers increased, Apple's computers saw diminishing sales due to lower-priced products from competitors, in particular those offered with the Microsoft Windows operating system. More executive job shuffles happened at Apple until then Ciabella Emilio in 1997 decided to buy NetXT to bring Jobs back. Jobs regained position as CEO and began a process to rebuild Apple's status, which included opening Apple's own retail stores in 2001, making numerous acquisitions of software companies to create a portfolio of software titles, and changing some of the hardware used in its computers. It again saw success and returned to profitability. In January 2007, Jobs announced that Apple Computer, Incorporated would be renamed Apple Incorporated to reflect its shifted focus toward consumer electronics. He also announced the iPhone, which saw critical acclaim and significant financial success. In August 2011, Jobs resigned as CEO due to health complications, and Tim Cook became the new CEO. 2 months later, Jobs died, marking the end of an era for the company.
With Mojave, we're making it much harder for trackers to create a unique fingerprint. We're presenting web pages with only a simplified system configuration. We show them only built-in fonts. And legacy plugins are no longer supported, so those can't contribute to a fingerprint. And as a result, your Mac will look more like everyone else's Mac, and it will be dramatically more difficult for data companies to uniquely identify your device and track it.
This is sick, man. I love the security. That guy's pretty freaking sick. He's pretty cool too, you know, but that guy's like really awesome.
Now, we're bringing all of these new protections to Safari on both Mojave and iOS 12.
Yes.
Next, let's talk about the Mac App Store. And to do that, I'd like to invite to the stage Ann Ty, our product marketing manager for the App Store. Ann.
Oh, Ann Ty, not Ann Ty.
Last year, we launched a completely redesigned App Store on iOS. Every day, we celebrate apps, games, and developers.
What's Twitter talking about? I need a Mac boy. That Jax Films is tweeting about this. What Jax
of them have each been read by more than 1 million people.
Now that you mention
the response has been incredible, and we've learned a lot. We've got a bunch of great new features coming later this year that we'll cover in sessions.
Oh, it's WWDC.
This year,
let me know
we're
when they
turning
bring
our
stocks
attention
back.
to the Mac App Store.
Did he actually?
Since it launched in 2011, it's changed the way we download and install software for Mac, making it easy with one click.
Honestly?
It's the biggest catalog of Mac apps in the world.
Now that you mention
it's also a trusted and safe place to download software. And trusting where you get your apps
Still really want to
has
make
become
this,
more
man.
important than
Freaking
ever.
check this girl out. Isn't
Developers
she
can
awesome?
distribute their apps to
What video is
155
this
countries
even, man?
and get worldwide payment processing. And it offers seamless software updates from one place. This adds up to a great experience for our users.
Oh, Paintbrush. This is Paintbrush. That's a good song, baby. And that's a good
wanted
girl.
to create a place organized around
Just
those
look at her looking at this little stuffed
So
puppy.
we've
That's
redesigned
awesome, man.
an all-new Mac App Store from the ground up. And
Wow.
we're thrilled
Wait,
to
they have a
show it to you
website?
now.
This is a good website, man.
Isn't this
Sorry for geeking out on you.
It's got a beautiful UI that should feel
That's a pretty good
familiar,
UI.
but new and designed first and foremost to be a great Mac
What's this
app.
notification, man?
Starting with the new Discover tab, where each week you can find in-depth editorial about the best Mac apps, stories, and collections, and see what's most popular with top charts.
That's great. Wow.
Here's a story about musician and founder Kareem Morsi.
I can see our
Learn
hotel.
about
Who the heck is
how he
Kareem
uses
Morsi?
his app, DJ Pro 2, and get inspiration for your own set.
I feel like, wow.
Helpful videos autoplay so you can see what apps are capable of before downloading them. Visit the all-new Create, Work, Play, and Develop tabs, where you'll
There's a
find
Create tab
helpful
now and Work and a
recommendations
Play? That's
and
sexy.
expertise around each theme.
Sexy, baby.
Here's the Create tab, where you can find apps that bring your artistic ideas to life.
What it is about
These tabs will also help you make the most of apps you might already have. With tips and tutorials, even the most expert users will find useful.
Nice.
The Work,
Nice.
Wow, welcome
With
to
a
the
lowercase
700
n.
Club, kid.
share the same beautiful design, and you can still browse by category
Oh
on the
gosh, man, I'm kind
Categories
of
tab.
tired.
We've redesigned product pages too, bringing many features over from iOS based on our learnings there. It has more useful
And it could be more like
information,
Mac, not like
video
more like
previews,
iOS.
available
Ooh.
on the Mac App Store for the first time. An app's rank if it's charting and if it's been named Editor's Choice. Ratings and reviews are now front and center.
Does she have a
and
little
these are
thing
so
telling her
important for
what to
app
say?
discovery.
And
So we're
I'm just
introducing
unprepared,
a ratings and
because
review
that's
API for
very
Mac
bad.
apps.
What the heck is this
Now
game?
it'll be easier than ever for people to leave feedback.
Is a nice boat.
We're really excited about the all-new Mac
Each one,
App
it's
Store.
not your time to be
We've talked
tweeting.
to some
I should probably
developers
be
already,
quitting.
and they're really excited too.
But we
Like
now have
Microsoft,
tongue
who will
detection.
bring Office 365 to the Mac App Store later this year. And Adobe is bringing Lightroom CC. Panic is bringing
Now that you
Transmit.
mention it, it is half full.
And Barebones is bringing BB
Yeah.
Edit.
Oh, okay.
And many more great names are coming to the all-new Mac App Store too. We can't wait for you to check out the new Mac App Store. Now I'll hand it back to Craig.
Love you. And that's what I'm trying to do.
So we think the Mac App Store is going to inspire
That's what I'm going to do.
generation
There you
of
go.
apps. And so we want to talk about some of the technologies that will be behind
Nobody's gonna get in my way.
generation. We spoke earlier about ARKit. I want to talk about
to lead.
more. And let's start with Metal. Now, Metal is the technology to get the highest performance graphics and computation from graphics processors. Wow. Metal was designed for modern GPUs. It's incredibly efficient. And that enables amazing console-level games like Fortnite from Epic to run great for the first time on mobile. But Metal also enables these games to scale, to take full advantage of modern Macs. In fact, across iOS and the Mac, there are over 1 billion Metal-enabled devices. And we're constantly making Metal better. To bring the highest GPU performance in reach of all Macs, we've recently added support for external GPUs.
So good.
And this is powered by Metal. And the results are truly mind-boggling. For instance, running a filter in DaVinci Resolve, look at how it scales on the incredibly fast iMac Pro as you add up to 4 eGPUs. Now, the results are even more staggering when you take a 13-inch MacBook Pro and add eGPUs
DaVinci Resolve? What the heck is
up
this?
to
DaVinci Code?
8.5 times
Assassin's
speed
Creed
up.
2?
It's pretty awesome.
Welcome to the 700 Club,
Now,
kid.
eGPUs also enable Macs to achieve all new levels of performance and realism in 3D rendering and gaming. Now, this beautiful forest you see here, this isn't a video capture. This is from Unity's new Book of the Dead interactive demo, and it's being rendered live right now on a MacBook with an eGPU powering this display. I mean, doesn't this look amazing?
It looks great, man. You guys can't see a single inch of this.
Now, of course, because this is rendered live, we can check what's up ahead. So let's start walking.
Oh, shoot.
Now, Unity is using Metal's unified graphics and compute to
Using
generate
Metals.
real-time lighting and complex post-processing effects. So cool. And that's all rendered live on a MacBook running with an eGPU. It's pretty great.
No, I think we need new meme in the background.
Now, another place where we're doing incredible acceleration with Metal is in machine learning. And today, ML specialists usually use one of these third-party libraries to train their models using servers. And now it turns out we can accelerate tools like this with our new Metal Performance shaders. We're seeing speed-ups of up to 20 times in using the GPU with Metal instead of CPU-based training. And while speeding these tools up is great, we actually think there's a better way for most developers.
Thank you.
And that's training on the Mac you already have, using a great
Wait, what
tool
the heck? I didn't click on
we
this.
call CreateML. Now, CreateML is designed to let you train without being a machine learning expert. You can train vision and natural language models.
Yeah,
you can bring your own custom data, and it's really easy to use because it's all built in Swift. In fact, you can use Xcode Playgrounds to train your model. Just drag one in, your training set, you can drag in your test set as well. And the training is all GPU accelerated, so it's incredibly fast. Now, as an example, we worked with Memrise. They're a developer who uses the camera to identify objects and speak them in multiple languages. And in the past, they would train their model with 20,000 images, and it would take them 24 hours to do so. Well, now, with CreateML, they can train that same model in 48 minutes on a MacBook Pro.
Yeah, I'm done with YouTube memes. What I'm back to,
iMac Pro,
on the other
it's
hand,
just 18 minutes.
is
and what's even more incredible is that model in the past for them was 90 megabytes, and now it's just 3 megabytes. It's a huge difference.
On Wikipedia.
Now, we also are making models run much faster on device using Core ML2. Now, Core ML is our technology for high-performance on-device machine learning, and now it's better than ever. It's 30% faster in on-device processing using a technique called batch predictions. And you can reduce your model size by up to 75% using quantization. And so that's Core ML and CreateML. You no longer have to be an expert in machine learning to build those techniques into your app.
That is sick.
Now, these technologies are redefining what's possible in apps. And they're common not just to Mac OS, but also to iOS. And the fact that the Mac and iOS share so much technology has led people almost every year asking us the question, survival game developed
by Epic
so I'd like to take a
Games,
moment to
and people
briefly address this
can
question.
fly and publish by Epic Games. The game was released as a paid-for early access title for Microsoft Windows, Mac operating system, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on July 25th, 2017, with the full free-to-play release expected in 2018. The retail versions of the game were published by Gearbox Publishing, while online distribution of the PC versions is handled by Epic's launcher.
And all of these platforms enrich the Mac user's experience.
Yeah, they do.
But we think there's room for one more. And so we'd like to give you a sneak peek of a multi-year project we have going on. Because we see a huge opportunity for the Mac to tap into the world's most vital app ecosystem.
That in a nonchalant way, like
it's called iOS. I think you might be familiar with it. Now, there are millions of iOS apps out there, and we think some of them would be absolutely great on the Mac.
Wait, what are you saying?
And Mac users would love to have them there. And from a technical standpoint, it's actually a really good fit, because from day one, iOS and macOS have shared common foundations. But iOS devices and Mac devices, of course, are different. And the user interfaces are somewhat different, and so the frameworks underneath are as well. And that makes today porting an app from one to the other some work. Well, we wanted to make this much easier. And so we've taken some key frameworks from iOS and brought them to the Mac. And we've adapted them to specific Mac behaviors like use of trackpad and mouse, window resizing, integration of things like copy and paste and drag and drop into the system services on the Mac. Now, phase one of this effort is to test it on ourselves. So this year in macOS, we've taken some of our own iOS apps and we brought them to the Mac using this technologies to make sure it works well. You've actually heard about several of them earlier today. And it turns out they make fantastic Mac apps.
They do.
And we were able to bring them to the Mac with very few code changes. Now, this is going to be coming to you developers next year. So you can easily bring your iOS apps to the Mac. And in the meantime, we hope you enjoy news, stocks, voice memos, and home in Mojave. Now, we're really excited about Mojave. From desktop, stacks, to Finder, with gallery view.
Don't get me going on
enhanced
Mojave
screenshots
again.
and markup. News and home on the Mac for the first time. Stocks. And of course, the redesigned Mac App Store. And of course, there's even more. Like APFS now supports Fusion and hard drives. And Safari tabs can now have favicons if you want them there.
That is sick.
And, of course, group FaceTime. So that's macOS Mojave. I hope you like it. I'm going to hand it back to Tim. Thank you so much.
Miss you, Craig. I miss you.
Thanks, Craig.
What time is it, baby?
Thank you, Craig. What a huge update to macOS, and what an extraordinary morning. We got started with iOS 12.
Best update
with
yet.
all new capabilities, including taking AR further than ever before.
Back before all this crap was on the
Siri
screen.
to any app with Siri shortcuts and screen time, and cool new communication features like Memoji and group FaceTime. And watchOS. Now with walkie-talkie, activity competitions, new workouts, new Siri capabilities, and so much
Siri
more.
shortcuts.
And Apple TV 4K,
There's
now
some
with
cool
Dolby
stuff there.
Atmos, some great new partnerships, and the ease of zero sign-on. And you're going to really love those new aerial screensavers. And macOS Mojave with all new dark mode, great updates to desktop and Finder, enhanced privacy and security, and a completely redesigned Mac App Store. The updates will be available to our users this fall, and there will be developer betas for each of them after the keynote this morning.
I'm gonna get a button ready.
Now, before we close, we wanted to celebrate you and the amazing work that you do. So we went out and talked to some of the most important people in your lives, the ones that know you the best. And we made a short video, and I'd love to run it for you now.
Okay. Apparently I won't have a button. Oh crap, a stupid video. My fan?
I don't have any idea at all how to create an app. I don't understand any of it.
Thank you.
Ask me another question.
My son is a developer at Robinhood.
My daughter Jyoti is a WWDC 2018 scholarship winner.
My brother started and founded Yelp.
Oh yeah.
Timeless.
One drop.
Splitter critters.
Homer, you gotta look at her.
My brother Derek created the app Refugees and Immigrants, the Creative.
I love Homer.
The Collective. Why did I say the Creative?
Let's look at what.
At Christmas time, when most kids maybe would want skis or something,
he created
wanted
that
computer
guy?
books. He stayed in his bedroom making games while the other kids were outside playing.
And when she's really doing the coding, almost always we have to tell my daughter to stop. But then my daughter would be like, just give me another 10 minutes. You know, I want to get this solved first.
When I watch him code, his eyes move in a weird way, and he's like totally focused. Even when my friends are over, I'd say, well, look at Christopher, look at him, and they'd go, wow.
Would they? Would they really?
When he first came to us with the idea,
Fortnite is
okay, good luck. He started off in his small little one-bedroom apartment next to nothing, and sacrificed eating a burger and just have ramen just so that he could. And I'm like, just buy the burger. And he's like, no, that's $3 that I can put towards the app.
Jeremy went out to build the first version of Yelp, and it was a total bust, total failure.
She tried really hard on a couple different levels, and you've never heard of them. And that's a really rough feeling.
That was definitely a low point for Jeremy, because it was like, hey, we gotta retool, try again. What Jeremy did notice in the data was that people loved writing comments, and that was really the genesis of the second version of Yelp, which worked.
You have to be really okay with waking up to failure, and then at the end of a bunch of failures is something that's great.
Just didn't really think she could make now. That's a problem of food waste that you could use the app to help to solve.
Emma's grandma was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and forgot my daughter's birthday. So Emma tried to search for an app that would help, but she couldn't find it. So she said, you know, why don't we just do it ourselves?
My husband was a diabetic. That inspired Jeffrey to do something about diabetes. And it's an answer to a lot of people's prayers.
Jesse won.
I'm gonna remove something here, actually.
I can't believe that
No, not that.
Remarkable. That for something, and I saw his app on his phone, and I was trying to
For my wife, it's not just creating, it's really wanting to be a part of something big.
The one lesson that I learned from Jeremy every day is just that determination, tenacity, the focus. He foresaw the impact that the iPhone was going to have, and he did every single day an app for it. And I think that it was one of the most important things that Yelp did.
I think he's made a big difference. So do thousands of other people.
She wants to not just learn, but to teach others, and it makes me really proud to see her blossom.
As a parent, there's no better thing than your kids doing geometry. Because it isn't how much money you've made, it's really what changes you've left behind. And she's hoping to leave a lot of change behind.
Some of the developers are in the audience this morning. Their stories are great community. We love the work you do and the impact that it has on the world. It inspires us at Apple deeply every day. On behalf of everyone at Apple,
we love you.
Thank you.
One more thing.
And I'd also like to thank everyone at Apple who made today possible. Days like this only come from years of effort and hard work and great sacrifice. So I thank them and their families. Let's have an incredible week together. Thank you.
Love that guy. I love all these guys, you know, most of them at least. Okay, so that's it, guys. I guess I'll see you later. Yeah. Just leave the two most important things here.